I want to see this. The metal tube.
It's got a little weight to it.
It does have a little weight.
But boy, does it sound nice. For me, if I can sound okay.
It's got a little weight to it, but
you know what's cool about
you
it?
gotta read?
Yeah. I got to read.
Are we going to bugle right now on the podcast?
Yeah, should we? Do
You
want me
should.
to?
Yeah, you should.
You want me to rip one?
Yeah.
I'll rip one.
Is that dinted already?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
How'd you din it?
Probably raking.
Just beating
Yeah,
it?
just beating brush, you know?
All right.
That is one thing that a metal bugle tube, it will dent.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might have been from, like, putting it on my pack and, like, cinching down.
Cinching.
Tone
You
your
want me to
audio,
rip
tone your audio down in your ears, people. Here we go.
Damn.
Not bad.
You've been practicing.
What do you think?
It's got that high tingy noise is
Yeah,
different
kind
for
of.
sure.
My note was kind of wonky right there. It was like drifting, but
No, but like that high tingy part of the scream. It does sound better than
pretty good, huh?
plastic, yeah.
Yeah, I think it does sound better. And last year when I was hunting in Utah,
Those high notes definitely sound
I
better.
packed just the regular, what was it, the Unrivaled, the little guy, I think?
Yeah.
Or it might have been the big one. I can't remember, but it was plastic tube. And then about midway through the hunt, I just decided I'm going to grab that metal bugle tube and just see what it sounds like. And I felt like it sounds better. To me, it sounds better.
Yeah, I think
I bet
so
it sounds
too.
better in the timber.
And I actually bugled bulls in.
Really?
Yeah.
It worked.
Me, I did it. Yeah, I bugled bulls in. Yeah, I had one bull just come all the way across the canyon. Like he was all by himself. He was piping off a few times. I gave some cow calls to him. He was like, yeah, I bugle, but he didn't really look interested. And I bugled at him and turned him. And he came all the way down the canyon. I didn't know where he was going to pop up. You'll see it in the film, but I didn't know where he was going to pop up. He ended up popping up lower. I thought he'd like side hill it across towards me. Which I should have known. I should have known he'd pop up underneath me, but I should have closed the distance. But I ended up killing a better bull. But
There we go.
I did bugle one in.
Hey.
Yeah, so that's
Nice
pretty,
job, Trail.
Get yourself a metal bugle too.
Actually, I think I'm going to.
The other cool thing about it is if you pop the mouthpiece off, you can use the regular mouthpiece. So if you're someone that can't use a diaphragm, it's got the reed built into it.
Huh.
So you can just straight blow into that reed.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's kind of nice. But I like it. And you can play wiffle ball with it.
Yeah.
You definitely do that.
Yeah.
Remember when we did that back in the
Yeah,
day?
we did the home run derby
Yeah,
with
home
it.
run derby.
Did you guys do home run derby?
Yeah, it was a GOHUNT stress test video, I think, but we made it
Oh, and
into
you
home run derby.
played home run derby with
Yeah.
I bet that one would have some pop to it.
Oh, yeah.
You might have to repeat that.
What do they call it? A cork bat? That's a cork
Yeah,
bat.
cork bat. Do they still cork bats?
I don't know. I would imagine so. I mean, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying, right?
Yep. Well, we're back with a Big Hunt Guys podcast. You can see we've got a bunch of gear laid out. We thought we would do a pack dump podcast.
We talk a lot of gear.
It's not a full pack dump, I guess. I do have my backpack over there, but I can't bring it up here.
Oh, why's that?
Yeah.
My office is
Oh.
currently a full gear dump.
Your office
It
is
just
impressive
full.
right now.
It's like floor to ceiling.
You could go hunting tomorrow. You're so dialed.
I mean, it's all in there. It's just not in my backpack. So it's
It's
just
all laid
everywhere.
out.
Yeah.
It looks pretty great.
Thanks, man.
It's fun to go in there and just like look around, pick through your stuff.
He has to have it organized, though. He has like 2 big totes, like pretty dialed.
It's organized for what it is. It's
Organized
just
chaos?
all, yeah, it's just all laid out. I like to see everything, you know? I like to, and then you kind of like pick and choose. I don't know.
If you walked in my house right now, my whole downstairs is literally gear getting ready for Alaska.
see?
I want to look at it all. My clothes are in one spot. You know, my kill kit,
Yeah.
rifle accessories, camera gear.
So you're making fun of me, and that's your house, man.
My whole house. Well, I'm a single guy. I can do that.
You can't do that. I can't
can
do
just-
that.
I
That's
can
why I
just
do
leave
it
it
at the
there.
office now.
So how soon do you start looking at your gear when you lay it out? This is a question I had because somebody asked me. Same thing. You're getting prepped for a hunt. I know Neville likes to lay his out like a month.
Yeah,
He'll
that's
like
good to
have a room 3 weeks or whatever. I think he said he likes to lay it all out in his room and just sit there and look at it and kind of pick and choose over it. Just make sure he's got everything. But I feel like if I start too soon, I forget things. I get to the end and I'm like, oh, I'm ready to go, and I'll throw everything in my backpack, and then I'll get out there and I'll be like, oh, I forgot that thing, you know? So like I have to like a couple days in advance, maybe 2 or 3, and I've got to get it all together with the list.
Yep.
So how you do it?
Yeah, I used to do it where I'd lay it all out and then think like, oh yeah, like Neville, like I'm going to do 3 weeks ahead, like put them all in totes. So they're all ready to go. And then I can just either throw those totes in my truck or throw it on my backpack and then load up ahead of time. But then like Trail says though, like you start second guessing yourself. Did I actually bring this? Where is this at? I can't find it. Was your checklist correct? And so I've learned the lesson of not packing too soon. Laying it out's nice. I like to lay it out in a room and just look at it every single day. Walk by it, double check, look at my Excel spreadsheet to make sure I have everything. And then maybe 3 days before a hunt, that's where I'm getting really serious and really starting to make sure it's checked off. And now it's in a spot where it's in like the ready to go pile. Like this is all dialed.
How do you do it?
How do I do it without GOHUNT? Because if it's not for GOHUNT doing a gear video and a food video and all this stuff, I'm like, 9 o'clock the night before.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just
It's
throwing
bad.
and going.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean,
Do you ever forget things? Have you ever got out into the field and you're like, oh shit?
Not really. So I hunted so much before my wife and kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just kind of it just all stayed together other than clothes, basically. Like it all just stayed, right? As long as I put back what I had used previously, whether it was electrical tape or glue or whatever it was. As long as I put those back, like I was just kind of always ready to roll. But I got into a habit of that to a pretty bad point where I like would always get tripped up was food. Because you guys know I like to have my food very specific. Yeah. But then when I would wait that close to a hunt, I would always have to throw in something that I didn't want, but it like kind of made up for what I couldn't get, kind of a thing. And so anyways, that's what I would do back in the past. But now with GOHUNT, it's great because now I always have to be ready. I don't leave for 3 weeks, and I am like ready.
Yeah.
I have to be. We got to do videos and all this stuff. You know?
That is the power of doing videos because like you realize then like you think you're ready.
Yeah.
And you might realize, oh wait, I forgot this. I forgot a toothbrush or I don't have my toothpaste or toilet paper's not even on.
I forgot Black Rifle instant coffee.
Yeah.
I realized that because I got to do a gear video and I want everything that I have. So then I had to run into Brady's and be like, hey, do you have any extra while mine gets here? Yeah. So I did realize I forgot something.
Yeah. But this is why though I think the power of like actually having a gear list. Whether it's whether it's Excel, Google Sheet, you can download the one I've been doing for the longest time where you can enter in everything. Because once you enter in all the items you have, after so many hunts, you realize, well, I never even used that item. Cross that item off, get that out of your pack list, make different pack lists for different seasons, different hunts. And then you have a certain area where I can go through it when I'm packing right now for Alaska, where I can mark P next to something. If I mark P next to it, it means I packed it. It's in my pack.
Mine's an X.
P for packed.
P for packed.
Mine's an X. X.
Yeah.
So like then I know exactly I have it. So I'm looking at it like 2 days later. If I'm doing it 3 days ahead of time, like I already realize, hey, I already put my, my stove in my stove or my fuel canister in my stove. It's already there. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to stress about trying to find it. It's done. It's there. It's dialed.
Do you remember? Did you ever used to do just like a notebook gear list? You'd write it out.
I'm a huge. That's the other thing.
I would prefer to do that. Like print it out if I had a printer. Like I'm much better. I don't know what it is, but like my computer, if I mark it as an X, it doesn't mean the same thing as if I had it on a computer on a piece of paper and I checked it off or took a highlighter and highlighted it off. Like I don't know why that is. It's a small difference, but for me, if I can print it off and run down my list, I also like to make my food list and go to the grocery store and check it off as I go. Yeah.
That's the other thing GOHUNT's changed for me now too is we have to do it in Excel because everybody wants to use it and we use it other places. And if I do it on a notepad, nobody can use it. But I still do it first on Notepad. Yeah. And then I put it into Excel. So I still do both, but before I would never do Excel sheets.
Yeah.
You guys have never been on I'm trying to think if you've ever been on a hunt where you forgot something.
It's the worst.
You ever done that? I was trying to think off the top of my head if I ever had that happen. Thank God I don't think I have. Like I've never got to a trailhead and forgot my boots or something like that.
I forgot lighters a lot.
Oh, really?
And realized while I'm driving, like, oh shoot, I don't have a lighter, but I had one in my truck or I stopped at a gas station and picked one up. Right. I realized that while I was driving, like, hey, I never grabbed those.
A lighter is an item that's in my. You talk about items that are in your pack you never use. A lighter, I never use a lighter. Yeah. I always have one because
you have your stove is self-igniting.
It's got a self-ignite.
Yeah, I don't have one of those. Yeah.
But yeah, it's a self-ignite. But then I never build fires ever when I'm out there because I don't hunt that much late season stuff.
Because you're soft.
That's it. I'm hard. That makes me hard. I don't even build a fire.
Man.
I'm just
shoot.
Yeah,
he's tougher.
My bad. I apologize.
I'm cold-blooded. Yeah, I never built
a fire, but you have to have a fire kit. I feel like it's like one of those things I never use, but I feel like I have to have it.
It's the fire. You got to have it.
It makes me wonder: do I need to carry a fire kit?
Maybe.
I might not. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just packing it around for nothing.
Rather have it, not need it, than need it, not have it.
I can't think of anything I've ever forgot my pack. But one time I was hunting Utah with my family, and all of us had me, my dad, and my Uncle Heath had tags, and we were shuffling vehicles a lot depending on where we were going. Mm-hmm. And I forgot my gun in the other truck.
Oh no!
But there was my dad and the other ones, but I forgot that, and I was pretty pissed.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of that I forgot.
I've never forgot anything going into hunt, but I have gotten back to the trailhead and left things like sitting in front of my truck and pulled off and took off because I was just like eager to get home. I had my animal down and was able to go home and had to go back and get a bow or.
Oh shoot, bow would be a bad one.
I mean, I'm not saying that happened, but it happened. And I had to drive like 18 miles back to the trailhead. I was in a panic.
Thinking somebody jacked
it. Because I was like, I'd set my bow down in front of the truck and I'd loaded everything in the back. And I was freaking out. I got 18 miles down the road, and I was like kind of making inventory, thinking about everything. I looked back in the back seat, and there's my backpack, and I was like, shit, I wonder where my bow's at. And then I start thinking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I did set the bow in front of the truck. It was like sitting on a log. You pulled up to it, And I had to bust ass back to the trailhead, and it's still sitting there waiting.
Isn't it funny how your mind will do that to you? Just like the most random times it'll pop and be like, holy shit, I forgot that.
Yeah.
Just totally random.
You ever waited tables?
No.
I waited tables in college. I waited tables at Chili's. So.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, I did that in college, but they call them chili mares or like nightmares. Because you get so busy. I'm completely off on a tangent, but you get so busy in a night, especially like on a Saturday night when it was the only restaurant in town, like small town. You would like forget people's random things they'd ask for. Like you walk by a table and be like, hey, can I get a side of ranch or whatever? Yeah. And I would be in class like 4 days later and I would remember their face and I would remember them asking me for a side of ketchup or a side of ranch or whatever. And I'd be like, oh shit, I totally forgot that. But yeah, you'd have nightmares like about it.
The best part about this, I've known you for so long. I've hunted with you.
You didn't know I waited
no clue you waited tables,
yeah.
And especially at Chili's.
2 years, two restaurants, Ruby Tuesdays and Chili's.
Spot podcasts are great. Never
I put my way through college waiting tables. Tips were good. You. I wasn't a very good waiter. I don't know if you actually. I wasn't pretty good. I had a manager. He told me one time. He's like, he called me and I'd been there like maybe a month, and he was like, here's the thing about you as a waiter. He's like, you're a pretty good waiter. He's like, nobody's ever lacking anything. And he's like, but you're just not that friendly. He's like, can you work on like, we'll call it a tableside manner. Can you work on your tableside manner, with guests? And I was like, I don't know. I'm like, I think, isn't the most important thing that your drink was never empty? He's like,
sure.
He's like, yeah, that's how I am. I'm like, I don't want my waiter to visit with me. I don't want to see like balloon animals or anything like that. I just want my food and I want my drink full all the time. And if he does that or she does that, then I'm good to go. But
I would agree with that, honestly.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the kind of waiter I was. Anyway, that was a long tangent.
That's awesome.
Back to gear. How do you want to tackle this? Do you want to hit a promo? Do you want to?
Yeah, hit us with the promo.
Promo. Sign up for GOHUNT Insider account. Still a great time to sign up for Insider. Even if you're looking for an over-the-counter opportunity, or even if you're wanting to start, as I am, which is weird because we're just not even really fully into hunting season. But if you're starting to already kind of think about next year, I mean, December, right, is coming. It's not that far out. You got to start thinking about buying permits potentially in a state like Idaho, maybe Arizona. Yeah, Arizona for sure. That's one that's like I'm definitely doing this year. Like I'm bummed out that I didn't buy an OTC deer tag in Arizona last year. So. All the different uses for a GOHUNT Insider account. So use the promo code podcast. If you do that, we're going to give you 50 points back, which is $50 to the GOHUNT Gear Shop, which you can use towards the purchase of any and all the gear that we have. I don't think I have anything here on the table that we don't carry in the Gear Shop. So use the promo code podcast. Sign up for an Insider account. Get points, buy gear.
Nice promo.
How was that? Good?
That was a good one.
Not too bad. Cool. So let's talk gear. Let's do pack dump. How do you want to tackle it? Do you want to start?
By the time this launches, it's almost going to be September.
Yeah, which is prime time.
Which is what? Elk season, I hear?
Metal Bugle
too.
Yeah, so you guys are both got some elk hunts here going on.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What are you taking for calls?
So we talked about it on a previous podcast. I am a huge fan of really soft cow calls and fawn and cow calls, working in on bulls, just being as quiet as possible, not making any noise that's like pressuring bulls away or anything, especially in areas that like bulls have been called to before, all that kind of stuff. And this Phelps the Easy Sucker, which you were just messing around with it. It is kind of weird to breathe in to make a cow call.
It's odd for me having blown calls, whether it's a bite and blow like a Easy Estrus.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's a bizarre feeling to suck in and make noise.
But what I love about it is how soft of a cow call this makes. So I'm taking, my normal reed calls, which are the Phelps, the orange one. What's the orange one called?
Orange amp?
Yeah.
Just the amp orange?
Yep. Yep. That's my go-to, just reed call. But man, as soon as this came into the gear shop and I picked this up and just started messing with it, the softness of this is, for me, exactly what I'm looking for when I'm working on a group.
I had Dirk on my podcast, and he was playing with it, just kind of showing me that thing is sounds so good.
Yeah, it does.
For a simple, bite, suck in, produce. And I think the other cool thing about it is if you got, and he kind of noted it, is if you got hunters that don't have a lot of experience, if you're hunting with your kids even, like your kid can make cow and calf, so it sounds really easy with that thing.
It blows my mind that they thought to create that. Something totally different.
Yeah.
Suck in, make a noise.
How does that work? They're probably working all kinds of elk calls.
Oh, yeah. But that suck in just allows for such a softer, like you don't have to have that pressure, that blowout pressure to make that noise. And I'm excited for that one.
Gotcha. I'm using, I still like the bite and blow, so I've got that Easy Estrus acrylic. I have a wood one as well. I like the sound of that acrylic.
Why do you like the acrylic?
I don't know. It's just, to me, it sounds clearer. I don't know. And last year I used the wood one quite a bit too, so I've gone back and forth, but I do like the sound of that. And then, I've already blown some bugles, but the Phelps metal bugle tube, I think, has got a great sound to it, even though it's a little bit heavier.
I'm going to pick that up. I like that. Yeah.
Sounds nice.
I do. Yep, I like it.
Yeah. And then my favorite is the Maverick. So shout out Dirk. It's just the red Maverick signature call. It was interesting. So I was talking to him. I was asking him, like, because we get this a lot. I get it a lot. Like, if you're brand new to using a diaphragm elk call, people want to know, like, what's the best diaphragm call for a beginner? And he was like, it's not really like cut and paste. It's not like there's lighter latex is better for a new user, because people's mouths and the way they blow, the amount of air that they put out through their mouth is just different. It may not matter. So, for me, I wouldn't say I'm like an ultra experienced elk caller, but for me, right from the jump, that Maverick seemed to work for me. It seems to be like the right amount of pressure, the right thickness of the latex. And another thing that he suggested to me, and I thought was interesting, is like, he'll buy 4 or 5 and go through 4 or 5 a year. I think I had that one last year. So for me, it's time to like probably buy 4 or 5 new ones and just kind of update.
Is it one of those things you're just buying some to test out, see what works for you?
And that's what he suggested, is buy 5 or 6 different kinds, different thicknesses of latex, and just try them and find out what works for you and the amount of air that you put out, like how hard you want to blow through it. I do like, there is a pack that you can buy called the Pitch Black. It's got a Pitch Black 1, 2, and 3, which are different latexes, different thicknesses. I think that's a great starter kit, just kind of get you used to what you like. And there's definitely, I'm trying to think, I think it's number 2, I want to say. And I also have an amp gray in there that I like, but I think for me, almost all the bugling I do is with that amp Maverick.
Where are you storing your diaphragm calls?
Oh, that's a good question.
Because
I wish I had a better. I mean, everybody
all
has
over.
Usually my front pocket or like my cargo pocket, the front pocket. They make the little pinch things that you can put on a backpack strap, and I think that's probably the best bet. I know guys that wear things on their cap brim, but mine's in my right pocket usually.
Never like in the zipper of your marsupial or anything like that? Or?
No, it just seems like, I don't know. I keep it in my right front pocket, and I just know it's always there. I usually keep 3 or 4 of them just because I lose them in and out of my pockets.
Mine's definitely found its way into the front of the marsupial quite a few times.
Really? Yeah.
But it just gets crushed in there. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
But I do want to, you just made me remember. I also picked up the Phelps mini amp.
I have some video of my kid blowing bugles with this thing, and he rocks it. He loves it.
Well,
is that where you're going or
podcast ago, I told you, I have quite the gag reflex.
Mm-hmm.
And the normal sized reeds, like for whatever reason, when I'm hiking around and trying to carry in the side of my mouth and all that, I can't do it. These little baby ones that are made for, it literally says women and children, and I'm not that small of a person.
Just narrow palate, maybe.
It fits perfect for me.
Yep.
I love these little mini diaphragm elk calls.
My kid will blow. He loves that thing.
Really?
But I think I don't think it has to do anything with who you are. I just think it's just size of your mouth and your palate, and potentially, like you're saying, your gag reflex.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's not a bad idea to buy them and try them.
And it's the orange and the gray, which I like that gray one as well.
Yeah.
But that orange one, which is my go-to, but now it's in this mini size. I freaking love it.
Yeah. What about you, Brady? Elk calls? No?
Yeah, I usually use an elk call a lot on those mule deer hunts. Those mule deer, when you find them.
You have an elk tag this year. Are you going to pack an elk call of any kind?
I am not.
Even though
sure?
it's October.
No.
What if they're second cycle?
I know. I'm just going to let them do their thing.
All right.
I'm going to hunt them like mule deer.
You don't want to call one in and shoot it?
Not really. I'm just being straight
Just so
honest.
nonchalant about it too.
That brings up the point I know that we're going to talk about, because you're headed to Alaska.
Yeah,
Are we saying that?
in Alaska in 5 days.
I don't know if we were saying that or not.
No,
you're so sensitive about it.
I am very sensitive, but hopefully, knock on wood, you'll see me with a big old bull moose, and you'll kind of realize where I'm probably at anyway.
Any calling for moose? Have you talked about that at all?
Yeah, I mean, when I hunted moose before, I shot a Canadian bull and actually called that one in myself. Just making, the random stuff you always see, plug your nose and, doing those little grunts. And
do you want to do one for us?
I don't even know how to do it. No.
Come on.
No, I'm good.
No? Okay. Fair enough.
So yeah, I'm probably going to do some of that. I mean, even then I did the old Jim Shockey method back in the day and put my bow above my head and walk back and forth. And I was actually able to sneak in on a bull really good because I was a bow hunt and shot my moose with my bow back then. So I got a rifle now though. So I'm sure there'll be some calling, but we're actually going pretty early. Trying to get some more of these bulls when they're kind of bachelored up in some higher places, and so maybe they're not going to be full going yet. But
so no moose calls other than maybe some
just doing it for mouth, yeah. But no dedicated call.
Got it.
But yeah, that's a lot of gear you got to bring to go on one of those Alaska hunts.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It's ridiculous.
It's a lot to manage.
And like we were talking about the planning and prep, like I've been doing this for at least 3 weeks now, like looking at my gear, figuring out what I need, figure out what are the holes in my gear, because it's such a different hunt. I'm flying up there, and once you get those small towns, if you forget anything, you're shit out of luck.
I went moose hunting. I just got off of a elk hunt, just threw everything out on the parking lot there in Salt Lake and just loaded it back up in the backpack and jumped in and went. But I remember that feeling of being like, this is a different beast.
Yeah.
Because the weather is completely different. It can be, you can be cold and rain every day, all day.
Yeah, I had to upgrade my rain gear.
Yeah, it can be hard. What did you go with?
What?
Let's talk layering system. Do you want to do that real quick?
Yeah.
We'll do this systematically. Let's do layering systems, clothes, and then maybe sleep systems, camp kitchen, hydration, and then packs, and then maybe any weapon kind of stuff that you want to talk about.
Yeah. Definitely can.
So let's do that. Let's do layering first. What are you looking at as far as layers to go to Alaska?
Well, like I mentioned, rain gear. So I purchased it's an older set of the Thunderhead jacket and pant from Sitka. It actually has the ones with like the cutout little like knee pad section on it. It's like greener colored.
It's Are you're talking? It's more quiet, right? It's got like a brushed fleece exterior. It's a little heavier.
Yeah, a little heavier. But I figured I'd want it. I usually carry the 2-point top and bottoms, but for this hunt, I want a little better rain gear.
Why not the storm front? Too heavy?
Too heavy, yeah.
Too big?
I'm going in the medium.
Gotcha.
Medium range. So rain gear is going to be big. I'm obviously going to probably be living in those. I'm going to have waders as well.
Okay.
So
are you doing a float hunt?
It's going to be like a combination float. Like I have an alpaca raft and oars. So I'm hoping to mainly use that for, transportation of meat. Like hopefully we can kill something area where there's water and then, use that raft to float down to get the meat out. But yeah, so rain gear is going to be really important. Most of my other layers are kind of going to be very similar: heavyweight hoodie, core lightweight hoodie, ambient hoodie, Kelvin light down jacket.
Wool, or let's talk base layers. You're talking wool or synthetic?
So Sitka just came out with the new merino. So I'm actually taking some of the merino zip off leggings down below, the new intercept pant with the hip vents on the side. Super excited about that. They got a new improved knee pad area, which I've been wearing them at the rifle range quite a bit. Love them. And I am going to be carrying one of their merino wool core 130 top?
The 120?
Yeah. So I'll be taking one of those, but I'm also going to take the normal just core lightweight hoodie because that's I say it all the time, it's my favorite piece of all time.
Lorenzo, wool or synthetic?
Synthetic.
Yeah. I used to wear merino a lot.
Synthetic.
No distinction between the two? No. You don't like one or the other ever?
No, I have really sensitive skin. when I was a kid, I was on Accutane.
Almost fragile, you'd say?
Yeah. I was on Accutane for quite a long time in high school.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason, like there are certain parts of my skin, like right here on the sides of my neck, and then like right here on my underneath my armpits, more on my lat though, like right where my lat muscle is. If I wear any contact on skin wool, that part of my skin just absolutely flares up. I can't do it.
Gotcha.
Drives me nuts.
So just straight synthetic. Just
straight synthetic.
Purely
my only
for the
option.
sense that you have sensitive, your skin gets.
There's not a single piece of wool that I've put on direct to skin that hasn't flared up my skin right there.
Gotcha. Brady, do you ever wear synthetic over wool, or do you care?
I prefer synthetics all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just based on what?
I don't know. Back in the day, it was always that sweaty dog smell on a bunch of the merino wool.
From the wool?
Yeah. When it gets like sweaty all the time. But I think synthetics just dry out quicker. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I used to do a lot of merino wool, and I switched over to synthetics, and now I'm going to test out a few pieces here and there, but I'm still just a straight synthetic guy. I'd rather have synthetics all day.
What about you?
Man, I'm kind of a mixed bag, I guess. So I would say historically I've been mostly all synthetics, for the same reasons. I like the fact that they dry out really quick. The other thing is wool. I don't mind the smell of it when it gets, it doesn't stink like BO, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got kind of a wet dog, wet sheep kind of smell, So I do prefer that. I will say like early season, hot weather, arid country, I kind of like merino wool because I'm not really worried too much about it getting wet and then staying wet because it just kind of helps cool me off, I'm always pretty warm anyway. I will say like this last weekend, I wore a base layer wool t-shirt and it sweat out completely. And it's a little bit heavier. It wasn't the Sitka one. It wasn't Stone Glacier one either. I can't remember who makes it, but it was wet like a day and a half later. It was still wet. And it was raining outside, so like the temperature wasn't high enough that it ever really got to a point where it was going to dry out, but it was uncomfortable and cold and I hated it. I didn't like it. You know what I mean? So I think I've kind of landed at a place where if it's like early season, warm weather, I'm going to go with a lightweight merino, like a 120 from Sitka, and that's what I've got on my elk list, kind of what I'm planning on taking. But pretty much anything else, I think I'm going synthetic just for the fact that it dries so quick.
Yep.
The important question when it comes to boxers, merino or synthetic.
Just free balling.
Really?
No.
Good strategy. Nightmare.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't like wool. I like synthetic boxers, briefs, So my favorite are Outdoor Research Echoes, which are way light. Yeah. Really lightweight, but I just like those. I like the way they fit. I like the waistband on them. What about you?
Sax Quest.
Sax Quest?
Yep.
Are those the tight ones, like a compression almost?
No, they're more like dot air technology thing. They breathe really well.
Oh, yeah, Lorenzo's got his on right now.
Got him on right now
as well. I used to use merino wool boxers back in the day, and I always would, hike around and your ass is a little bit wet and you sit down in glass. I'm just shuffling my ass around. Your ass just starts itching with merino wool.
Itchy
it's a thing.
It's not good.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
I haven't used them in a long, long time.
All the merino boxers that people make, they're long. And I don't like them real long. Like I don't want them short either, but I don't like a super long one. It just feels like it's just too much always pulling.
It's either really long or really short. There's no in between.
Must be nice for you two that you guys' thighs don't rub. Must be super nice. I would love to understand that.
Runner's legs.
So you wear Sax then?
I do, yeah.
Do you guys ever does the ballpark pouch for you? I mean, work out? Does that make sense? Do you care about it? No?
Whatever.
No?
It doesn't change my life one way or the other.
Right. No,
Chris Porter though.
You never
the Undie King.
Yeah. You never thought that you would have chafed if you didn't. You don't think there's anything there that helps with chafing anything? No.
I mean, it definitely helps with chafing for me. But it's more for me. It's more the fit on in the thighs and the upper thigh where mine touch, which you guys don't.
Yeah.
It's just these these well built legs. But that's more where I'm concerned. Not in the crease next to my gonads. I'm more on that upper thigh.
Gotcha.
So as long as it fits tight there, then I'm good.
I was wondering what word he was going to pick for that one.
Gonads.
That was one of those scenarios term. You can see it coming, and you're like, where are we going with it?
Yeah. Is this a bleep on the podcast, or are we letting that one roll? What's he going to use?
You guys did not trust that I was going to go the scientific route, did you?
Gonad testicles. You could say that. I could have said that. Right? That's legal.
Yeah.
What about socks?
Oh, darn tough.
Darn tough 212s?
2012s, yeah.
2011s for me.
11s?
Mm-hmm.
I do also like, we've been carrying, I don't know if you guys have tried them, but the hollow fleece alpaca. Mm-hmm. I don't know if there's a more comfortable sock. Like,
really?
Oh, man.
What sets it apart?
Alpaca.
They're awesome.
I don't know. They're just super soft. They're really, really soft. The interesting thing about them is I almost wish that the lower portion of them had a little bit more cushion. They were a little bit more, beefed up throughout the lower portion of the sock. But the uppers, I mean, they're comfy. Like, they breathe really well. They tend to like retain their warmth. When you are cold, they move moisture pretty good. They're nice socks. I don't know if you tried those, but try them. We have them.
I haven't tried them.
But yeah, darn tough. 2012 is pretty much.
2012 is, I think,
you got
the
not
sock.
the 2011s, huh?
No.
Why?
I don't know. I like the 2012 full cushion, midweight, just
good
works.
height.
Yeah, good height.
I got
Big feet.
Yeah, those like, what is it in Lord of the Rings? What are they called?
Hobbit feet?
I got like hobbit feet.
Hairy?
No, not hairy, but like.
Brady just said, "Did we just become best friends?"
Yeah, we're talking about Lord of the Rings again.
We'll just say fully dimensional feet, like just width, depth, height, the whole way around. So it's kind of nice to like strip a little bit of
Gotcha.
of size right there.
A little less volume.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes sense. Do you wear liner? Liner sock?
Late season, I will.
Like a poly thin one?
Yeah, I'm not even sure.
Is that
I'm sure it's that
for
material.
blisters or just moving moisture?
I have really skinny feet, so most of the boots are always really fat for my foot.
Mm-hmm.
So I get a lot of heel slip a lot of times too. So I'm just trying to like take up volume mainly.
Are you the guy that when you look at your foot, the laces are touching the eyelets?
Eyelets are always touching.
You got them sent.
It's
not
like
even
down
a boot.
the bottom, up on the top. Like
it's like a burrito wrapped around your foot.
And I'm like, why are these laces so long?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely Brady.
Yeah.
Gotcha. What are you doing? So you had pants. You have the intercept pant.
Intercept pant.
You're wearing you got a long john, essentially like a merino base layer if you need it. Okay, and then you're going 120 merino core for a base layer on your top. What are you doing mid layers and exterior?
Ambient, heavyweight, and then
you're doing an ambient hoodie and a heavyweight hoodie.
Yep, just in case.
Okay.
Yep, and then I got the Kelvin light down, and I'm bringing the Aerolite vest.
Oh, and a vest.
Yeah, big vest guy.
You use a vest?
I don't use a vest.
I was going to ask you
past.
what.
We had this discussion on a call the other day. Like I like just sometimes like just throwing on a vest and not having bulky shoulders. Like having extra shoulder things. Even my arms are really long extremities.
Do you ever just wear your vest, nothing else? Because that would make me way happy.
Have I? No.
Can you see Brady in a puffy vest?
Actually, yeah.
That'd be amazing.
I've done it in the past, and it just like, because it's gear and you're excited to use gear. And then every time I've ever worn it in the past, I'm like, what is this? What am I doing? What is this?
Yeah.
So hearing what I'm wearing, is there any holes? You've been to Alaskan.
What are you doing for hat?
The Fall Raven Byron.
Mm-hmm.
Little stocking hat.
Gotcha. Any holes? I would say, what are you doing for boots?
Probably Kentrek Mountain Extremes.
Okay. Good boot.
Yeah.
Gator?
Yep. Peaks.
Okay. No, man, I think you're probably spot on.
I mean, I got for gloves, I'm going to do...
gloves.
What do I got? Sitka Gunner gloves.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just look
Glassy
at
mittens at all?
Traverse glove. I do have the Sitka Blizzard GTX mitten.
Gotcha.
So it's going to have the little shell and then the little insulation.
You planning on being it being really cold?
I mean, right now the highs are in the 50s. Like that's a high.
Yeah,
so like mornings should be pretty cold. I'm hoping it freezes to knock back all the mosquitoes.
Yeah, for sure. That is it's a catch-22 when you want you want it cold enough for that, but not enough to freeze every day.
But I hate like carrying too much clothing because you realize you're not going to wear them all because you're going to be sweating the whole time. Somebody in a rain jacket, most likely.
Yeah. I had a friend tell me one time when you're in Alaska, and I've said this before, but it makes good sense. In fact, I was thinking about it on the way down today, but it doesn't really, when you're in Alaska, in a lot of cases, it really doesn't matter if you're wet or dry because you're always wet. It's just the biggest issue is whether you're cold or warm. If you can retain warmth because you're going to be wet.
Yeah.
So I would say, and the other thing about being in Alaska is you're constantly, putting layers on and taking layers off all the time because you're sweating, you're hiking. And I mean, I don't think I've ever been anywhere in my life like Alaska where you are just always working. Like if you're hiking flats, you're high stepping through vegetation, you're fighting through, just it's a jungle in a lot of cases.
Yeah.
So
I nailed it.
I think you nailed it. Yeah. I think you're good to go.
Yeah.
I was curious whether you go with the Intercept pant or the Mountain pant, because I know you love the Mountain pant.
I love the Mountain pant, but I kind of want to try out the Intercept pant because of the vents. I just want to dump heat.
It's kind of an in-betweener between like an Ascent pant and a Mountain pant. I think it's a good weight.
Yeah.
I like the weight of that pant a lot. Yep. Lorenzo, you're going elk hunting.
Yep.
Let's talk through what you got as far as clothing, base layers,
so
insulation.
Keb Agile light pants.
Fall Ravens. Why that pant?
Yeah, I used it last year, and it like as far as fit goes for me, this is as good as it gets for me. The inseam's, I think, 32 and a half, which is perfect for me. I don't have very long legs. And like just the whole seat of the pants, like everything fits me super well, and the give and the stretch to it, it's awesome.
Side zips are nice.
The side zips are awesome. It's just enough to dump some heat, but not enough to like start getting everything into your pants and driving yourself crazy.
I wish that pant had knee pads. It's the only
really?
thing. Yeah, I like knee pads.
I don't like knee pads.
Really?
Yeah.
I like them for just like tying my bootlaces. If you're kneeling, if a bull pins you down, if you're stalking in on a buck and you got to go to your knees. I like knee pads. That's the only thing about that pant that I wish it had is just a sleeve. I actually thought about taking it to a seamstress and just sewing some knee pads to the back side of that pant.
Yeah.
I've got a pair on right now. You have a pair on right now.
Yeah, I do.
If you walked around our office today, you would see, I don't know how many pairs of that pant.
Almost everyone.
Yeah.
I wish it had a back pocket too.
See, when you sit with the back pocket, those seams, like it starts to dig into you a little bit. You start to feel it after a certain amount of time glassing or just sitting.
That's why I like the Intercept pant. No back pocket.
Yeah,
I like a back pocket.
I kind of like it.
We're hunting. You don't need to carry a wallet. What are you going to carry back there?
My wallet. Just go to the gas station and get a Diet Coke.
Just get more back problems while you're hunting.
I don't carry my wallet.
Get a lumpy butt.
Yeah, but you're right. I see your point.
But yeah, man, these things they're awesome. They fit me super well. So I'm that. I'm the 2011 socks, like I said, and then upper I'm the Approach hoodie.
Okay.
I love our Approach hoodie. Obviously, everyone can call me biased on this because it's ours, but goddamn, I love that Approach hoodie. So I'll do that, and then I have the Stone Glacier Grumman jacket, Stone Glacier Grumman pant.
Down.
That's what those are for. And then I have I love that Boulder jacket from Kings.
Oh yeah,
so that's my outer soft shell.
You taking a soft shell on a backpack hunt?
Yeah, just back there. You know what I mean? Like we're in so deep, might as well just have. If I don't want to wear down, at least I can wear that. It's just kind of like almost is going to act like a mid layer almost. And it's super comfortable and it's really quiet, which is why I like it. So if we are hunting in the morning and I don't quite need down, that'll give me just enough over that Approach hoodie that, it's not going to bother me and it's quiet enough that I can still bow hunt in it.
You packing rain gear?
I am packing rain gear. I'm taking the King's Paramount.
Gotcha.
Jacket and pant. Which this will be my first run with the Paramount. I used the King. I can't remember their last model before the Paramount, but the Paramount's much better. So I'm bringing that in this year. What's interesting though is I rescheduled my stone hunt. So I got it done with the outfitter. He actually just got back to me the other day, like 2 days ago. So I'm going up October 1st is my first hunt day. And so I'm actually kind of balancing like two backcountry styles right now. And that's why I was asking you.
Back to back.
Yeah, back to back. I could come home for 5 days off the elk hunt and then I head up to Canada.
Oh, that's living right.
It is living right.
I think that's amazing.
All this waiting to go hunting, it's paying off, back to back. But I'm bouncing between two gear lists right now. And that's why I was asking you if you think it's going to be super cold, because I don't know quite how cold it's going to be in BC. I mean, it obviously is north, but it's not as north as you. And so my gear list really doesn't change much. The only thing that is changing is I'm bringing the Stone Glacier, the Helio zip off bottoms, because I'm still going to use the Keb Agile lights. And if it is cold, I'm just going to throw those on underneath, and really that's all that's going to change.
Gotcha. What are you wearing for a boot?
These Mammut. God, what are these called?
I saw you wearing them. You've been wearing them around?
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I've been Salewa almost exclusively. And Salewa's, they fit my, it's just like these Fall Raven pants for me. They just fit my foot great. I've never had an issue. I've worn, the light ones antelope hunting. I've worn the heavy ones on backcountry hunts, whatever it is. And I've never had an issue with Salewas. But I love these Mammut boots, the Tice Light Mid GTX.
Fairly stiff.
Not terribly stiff, but stiff enough. Why I really like them is I feel super athletic in them. So for bow hunting, elk and bow hunting stone sheep in that country, it feels like it's just enough stability, but at the same time, like I can still be super light on my feet.
So you're gonna wear the same boot for both hunts?
Yeah, gotcha. I am. I might do a liner sock up there, or I don't know. I'm still debating if I'm gonna go insulated boot up there or not. I don't know quite how cold it's gonna be.
I think you might want to, honestly.
Yeah.
Neville had a pair of Mammut Kentos. That was his favorite boot. He absolutely loved them.
I like these. I love these so far.
Yeah.
I really like how athletic I feel in them just as a bow hunter. Because a lot of the time, like, I love the Mountain Extreme Kinetrex, but man, I do not feel athletic.
Yeah, you can't feel the terrain.
It's a great mountain boot.
I like my heels too much to.
Yeah.
I don't just eat my heels alive.
They don't eat my heels at all, and I can wear them. And I think they're a phenomenal boot. Like if you're just crushing a mountain to get into the backcountry, they're an amazing boot. But man, when it comes to like doing a little tiptoe dance or whatever you got to do to kill something with a bow, I feel so clumsy in those things. I don't know what it is. They're a little more like
it's a moose hunting boot.
Yeah,
big dumb animal. Just kidding. Just kidding. Kennetrack.
But they're like, I don't know what the word is, but they're like thicker off the sole. You know what I mean? Like it's
platform
higher,
the height, stack height.
The stack height is. I don't feel athletic at all, and these have hardly any stack height.
Yeah, they're low.
That's why I'm really loving these right now.
No, you can tell a killer in the mountains when there's snow on the ground. You just look for that little K
Kennetrack
pattern when you're following. That's a killer.
That was like the first high end boots that kind of came to market that I remember anyway. And I had a lot of pairs of Kennetracks. And the first pair I ever had was one of my very favorite boots I ever owned. But yeah, you'd always remember coming down a trail and you'd see that K pattern in the trail.
The first stone I killed in 2013, I was in Kennetracks.
I feel like you need to go back to them just to like nostalgia.
Yeah, I killed that one with a gun though. I want to kill this one with a bow, so I got to switch some.
Yeah,
switch some things up.
Are you bringing gators?
Yeah, I'm gonna. They're not into New Mexico. Yeah, but I am bringing gators into Canada for sure. I haven't decided which ones yet. Most likely the peaks. Just something easy in case there is some weather on the ground and everything's super wet and soaked through. And then New Mexico, back to New Mexico. Then just the GOHUNT Dome beanie. The Stone Glacier grapple glove, just a little fleece liner. If I do want to take the bite off my hand while I'm carrying a bow or whatever it is, it's a nice glove, just nice fleece line. Take the bite out of it.
I know this last weekend I didn't take any gloves at all, and it was just mid-August, but we got so much rain and it was really cold. Like the one morning it had to be in the 40s, I would bet, where I was at, and like my hands were freezing.
It's not that fleece material. It's so nice to just take that little bit of bite off.
Yeah, and I was doing a lot of glass, and I was wishing I had packed my gloves.
Yeah.
The big question is, what kind of like hunting hat, like baseball style hat, are you bringing?
Hydra hat.
Hydra hat?
Yeah, I love these Hydras.
Yeah, they're game changers.
Yeah, I mean, either this or a softie. These ones are a lot better with sweat, I've found, than the softies are still really good.
They're comfortable.
And they're unbelievably comfortable, but the Hydra hat just does a little bit better, I feel like, with sweat. I've been training with both of them on.
And, good hat selection right now going on.
Yeah, great hat selection. Kevin's been...
Yeah.
Thank you, Kevin. He's been doing a good job.
Yeah, the Softy 2.0 is a great hat.
I'll do the Hydra. Don't be mad at me if you see me in a Softy though.
It's kind of one of those like last minute decisions.
It's kind of one
driving
of those
in the truck. Which one you want to grab?
It's kind of how am I feeling myself? What's my vibe? How do
look good?
Which one do I look best in? You know what I mean? It's going to come down to that. I'm not ashamed to say it. It'll come down to like look in the rearview mirror and be like, this one's better.
Gotcha.
But yeah, and then obviously going up north, I'm going to take that down glove, that Stone Glacier down glove. What's that one called?
Glassing, glove.
I'm going to take that. I mean, obviously the mornings we're going to be sitting down on the valley bottoms trying to glass up for a while, and
gotcha.
So I'll make a little more warmth.
Down booties.
Yep. Haven't thought of it, I'll probably add it.
I know Trail will say yes.
Oh, you should absolutely.
You think so? I probably, I wanted to
curse,
I'm going to make a note. I'm going
They are really,
down
really
booties
nice.
are the
especially at
best.
camp.
Oh man, even if you don't peel your boots off because your feet get that cold into glass, just around camp, you get back to camp, pull your boots off, throw those down booties on. Those are the best.
You can actually walk around in them pretty decent.
Just made a note of it. That was a good ad. I'm gonna add those.
Those are fantastic.
Which ones do you like?
I've got the outdoor research ones with the aerogel.
Yeah.
I've got a pair of those. And then I also have a pair that I've had forever, which is Sierra Designs. I think it's an old pair. I would like a pair of those Western Mountaineerings.
That's what I have.
Yeah, those are
They're the cat's meow.
So nice. Yeah, and that's like a little item. They don't weigh that much, and I mean, depending on the hunt, they're just like a little luxury item, but they make a big difference. They're like puffy pants.
Yeah. Explain the use case. It's cold out. When would you use your down booties?
Yeah, so down booties for me, my feet get really cold. Like I don't have good circulation in my feet. And so I use them a lot like mid to late season. So if I hike up to a point and I want to sit down in glass for mule deer or elk, a lot of times I'll peel my boots off and take my boot off completely. Sometimes I'll put my boots in my pack or, lay them over. I've had
the reason for that?
Yeah, just so that they don't freeze up, If I've got an extra jacket or something, even if it's my rain jacket, I'll wrap them up and throw them in my pack just to kind of help them from freezing solid, which I don't really mind if they do get cold and freeze because essentially when I put them back on, I'm going to put them on and be hiking, right? So I'm building up body heat. But really what I'll do is I'll pull those down booties out and put those on for long glassing sessions. And like I feel like I can sit there forever in glass with down booties, whereas my feet, if I left them in boots with wet, sweaty feet.
Yeah, 'cause it's
it was already cold and it's constricted. My feet just get solid. Like when I went on that whitetail hunt in Wisconsin, same thing. Climbed up in a tree, pulled my shoes off, my boots, put those down booties on, and I sat there all day in down booties.
Just you have a heated bodysuit?
Huh? No, I wish. It got cold.
Pretty key.
Nice.
I'm talking November. Midwest cold is a different cold. I'm not that tough.
Wildly different.
Yeah. Like cut you to the core. And there were a lot of times sitting on stand, like I felt pretty okay in my feet just with down booties on, and they're quiet.
Yeah.
So that's my use case for down booties.
Yeah,
I'm gonna add those.
They are so great.
I'm actually kind of surprised that more. I mean, I don't care, but I'm surprised that more companies. You got Kuyu, Sitka. Who else? Stone Glacier. I'm surprised that they don't make a down booty, to be honest.
Yeah.
What I really like too, when you sit down and do that glassing thing and you bust those out and put your feet in them and your friend looks over at you like, can I get some of that? And you're like, you should have thought of that.
He did it on Porter's Hunt and it looked nice.
Yeah. And puffy pants. Yeah. We didn't even really talk about those, but are you taking?
Yeah, I forgot that. I'm gonna do the 3/4.
The Sitka ones?
Sitka ones, yeah.
I'm taking the full Grumman on both.
Yeah.
They're so light. I mean, what the Grumman, it's 16 ounces.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've got some Western Mountaineering flight pants. I think that's been one of the best. Mine look like a tarp. It's all patched up right now. It's got tons of, poly patches all over it just because I've gotten holes in it and snagged it in brush and stuff. But I think in all the years of all the gear I've purchased, that's one of those things that I love. I love them.
Yeah. No matter what hunt you go on, you're always carrying down pants.
I wished I'd have taken them this last weekend, then.
Yeah. That's
August.
Those don't leave my backpack. That or the Grumman jacket or the Grumman pant. It's so light, and you think about like the warmth to weight ratio. I mean, it's crazy. They just should go everywhere.
It's basically like you're putting on a sleeping bag when you're glassing.
Yeah.
It really does make it way more comfortable. Being comfortable is, it's everything. A lot.
You can glass harder if you're more comfortable.
Yeah, it's like carrying a glassing pad. A glassing pad is just a tiny, minimal thing, whether it's the Stealthy Hunter one or just the one that we make, the GOHUNT, fold out one. It just is so nice to throw that thing down. Cool.
Let's dive into you.
Oh, man, I'm not that much different than you guys. I'll start outside and work in. So I've got the Sitka Dew Point pant and jacket for my rain gear. Sometimes I will carry that lighter one, the SD.
The Vapor?
Yeah, the Vapor.
Why? Do you know why they stopped making that?
I don't, but I love that thing.
I know. I'm taking that.
It's a single layer Gore-Tex.
On the antelope hunt in case it gets crazy.
Really?
Just going to bring that with us so light. Throw it in my backpack.
It's a single layer Gore-Tex. And I know that they only made it in black because they couldn't print it, right? Yeah. But that thing, I love that thing. And I've used it a bunch. And it's watertight.
Yeah.
So I do take that sometime, even though they don't make it anymore. But normally Dew Point. Insulation layer, the Sitka Kelvin light jacket, which is just a puffy. That will thing, it'll wet out, just so you know. I got mine completely drenched this weekend. So you got to be careful with that. You got to make sure that you get your rain gear over the top of that thing before it absolutely drenches out. Midweight. I like the core heavyweight pullover. I'm interested in using the Intercept this year. Wool. It's got the elbow pads, which is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I can't think of a scenario I've ever had to use elbow pads, but
the only time I ever thought about it is antelope hunting.
I know where you're.
I'm happy to hear you've never used elbow pads.
Cut that one.
You're not gonna do any planks?
No planks. I haven't done any planks.
All right then.
You guys ever been cold enough you had to do planks or push-ups or anything like that?
Oh yeah.
Gosh, air squats and jumping jacks.
You
and
have?
push-ups.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I just sit there and suffer.
I've absolutely been that cold.
No way.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then base layers this year, I'll be doing the same thing. Either the core lightweight hoodie, just a synthetic, or if it ever warms up, and it gets a little bit hotter, I'll just go with that core 120 merino. And then pants, I'm using either the Sitka Intercept pant or my Fjällräven Keb Agiles is one of my very favorite pants, and that's what I wore all year last year. And I don't know that there's a pant that fits me better. Absolutely love the way those pants fit. You
got big calves and thighs too, comparative to the rest of your body, and it fits. It fits us. Like that build, it fits so well.
Yep, they're a nice fit. One thing I didn't ask you guys wearing a belt?
Yeah, the marsupial. Oh, I don't have it on.
The stretch web belt.
Yeah.
You?
I have the OG Sitka Stealth. I've just had it forever. They don't make it anymore, but it's just what I use. Probably should get a new one because it's starting to belts get where you put it on and it always wants to.
That's the Argali belt.
Tightening it the whole time.
I've been using this Argali belt, which I really like. It fits good, and the cool thing about it, it's got no clasp. It just feeds through, and then it holds tight from tension.
Does it really hold tight?
It holds tight.
You actually not ever adjusting it?
It holds tight enough that I can wear my quiver on it.
Really?
And it doesn't sag. And the other cool thing is it's got the sharpener, so you get a stone on the back of it.
Okay.
You also have a leather strap if you needed it.
Is it too thick to fit through some pants? It looks pretty wide.
It is pretty wide. I can't say I have a pair of pants that I can remember it not fitting.
The Intercept that I have on right now, like I put the Stealth belt on. Because I did, Brad hooked me up on a pair over that belt quite a couple years ago. And I've worn it on 1 or 2 hunts, but maybe I should just give it on a try.
I like it. I like that belt.
Maybe you might have convinced me, like the down booties with Lorenzo. Maybe I might switch to that.
Your gear list is evolving as we talk. I do like that belt though. So that's what I'm wearing for a belt. Socks, Darn Tough 2012. Yeah. And boots. I don't
own every boot that we sell in the GOHUNT Gear Shop.
I wished I did.
I pretty much do.
I wished I did, to be honest. Because right now I'm in between boots. I'm just like, I can't really. I keep going back to the Alaska GTX. I got a pair of Zamberlan. I think they're the Sierra, which is a lightweight hiker. Those gave me a little bit of hill rub. I think it's just the fact that I haven't broke them in a ton. And then I had a couple of blisters I built on my own on a run. So I think it's just continuing to aggravate those. But I love that Alaska GTX. It just feels like a hug on my foot. They're so comfy. I wish they weren't so heavy. They're kind of heavy.
Are you putting insoles in?
I did put insoles in them, yep.
Which ones are you rocking?
Oboes. The ones that we carry, just the oboes. Yeah. They're not super expensive. I think they're $35 or something.
Do you swap them out every couple of years, or what's the life expectancy?
In fact, I only started wearing insoles in that boot just as the other ones were completely. I mean, that boot's 2 years old. That Alaska GTX is 2 years old. The only thing that's wrong with that is the toe cap is kind of starting to peel on it. Other than that, that boot is in great shape, and that's the one thing I think about the Alaska GTX is if you want a boot that's going to last you multi-seasons, that's the one boot I've found that will really last. It's a heavy-duty, hardy leather boot.
If it lasts on you, that's a lasting boot.
It lasts. And the sole, to me, it's the right combination of rubber where it's tacky enough. I feel like I have good grip, but it's not so hard that it's chipping out. But I keep going back to it. And then I had a pair of Hanwag Makra Treks that I really liked, and I kind of finally wore through those. But that's the boot situation. I wished I had every boot in the GOHUNT Gear Shop.
Every time I look at you, I swear you have a pair of boots that you bought. I've
got that La Sportiva Equilibrium, which I like the tread on that, and that's a nice boot too. But I just keep going back to the Alaskas. They're so comfy. It's like a warm hug on your foot.
You get those things where you have to go back to.
Yeah, I just wish they weren't so
heavy.
It's
like my bow. I just can't leave it.
Yeah.
So you're mainly talking about your elk setup, right?
Mm-hmm.
So right now, what if for your mule deer tag you have, archery mule deer, are you bringing any sort of stocking shoes on that?
Yeah, I've got the Rimrock Stalkers.
Okay.
Yeah, I brought those, and again, I mean, I'll put them on and blow stocks in them because I just my problem is I have a hard time finding a buck that I'm like committed to. Like I'm gonna go stock that buck, you know. So there's a lot of bucks I sit and look at, and I don't ever put a stock on them just because I don't want to kill them. You know, I'm waiting, kind of holding out.
Will you always swap over to the rim rocks, or will you stocking your boots? If the situation present itself.
I mean, to a certain point, and then I'll peel those off. I can't be as quiet in a boot as I can.
It's hard to feel the terrain, feel the rocks, like grab things.
You need some dexterity. Yeah. Those rim rock stalkers are nice. I mean, they've got a thick felt pad. They've got the kind of the bungee cord built into it and a lacing system, so you can pull them tight. They're tall enough you can tuck your pants into them. So it's a nice. I mean, they weigh a little bit. I know a lot of guys just use wool socks, and I think they have pretty good luck with them. I want a pair of those stockasins.
Yeah.
Have you seen those? It's a all leather. It's like a moccasin, just a all leather moccasin.
Yeah, I have a pair of the Ancients.
Oh yeah. Gotcha. Yeah, I would like a pair of those to try them, but I think they're about $170 or something.
Ooh. Didn't I see?
That's a good number.
Yeah.
Did I see a photo of Paul where he just had wool socks and he took his like insole out and he shoved his insole of his boot into the wool sock?
He took an old insole.
Oh, it was an old one.
By the third stock, those things were roached.
Oh, I was wondering how that works. I saw a photo of it and I was like, that's something I've never actually seen someone do bow hunting.
That guy Jared Knighton said he was wearing flip flops, so he would put a flip flop on, like over his regular sock, and then pull a thick wool sock over the top of that, just to give him like a little bit of structure to it. He said it didn't work great, but I didn't know people were throwing different things underneath their wool sock.
I used to do the Vibram toe fingers.
5-finger, yeah.
5-finger things. I used to do those.
I could see those working.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know. I'll report back. I'm going to try those stockasins at some point because I think those could be
awesome name.
Yeah.
It's a really good name.
Yeah. Yeah. And supposedly they're saying they're like cactus, spine proof, but soft enough that you've got dexterity with your toes and your feet, so you can really sneak. So I'll have to get a pair at some point and get back to you.
What are you wearing for gloves?
Oh man, just the old Sitka Traverse glove.
Yeah, the Traverse is a classic.
Yeah, just a soft shell glove, and again, it's just to take the bite off, take a little bit of sting out. But I can't shoot my bow with a pair of gloves. So
I tried last year. Not a fan.
Yeah.
Never doing it again.
Yeah, I can't shoot either my bow hand or my release hand. It just doesn't feel the same. So I'm not wearing a glove if I'm going into the final approach.
For me, being a rifle hunter, like I touched earlier, the Traverse and the Sitka gunner gloves is the best combination ever. I wore those in Tajikistan, hiking around, I wear them glassing all the time. Like, they actually do provide a lot of insulation, just those two together.
Yeah, they're a glove. We have a bunch of outdoor research gloves.
Oh, yeah.
And they make a nice glove.
Yeah, they do.
I think it's called the backstop sensor glove. Just you can still run your phone with it. One of those.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
So it's pretty nice. It's just a soft shell glove, but I like those as well. I've got a pair of them.
What separates the gloves when what's that material on the tip? Do you know what that's called? That you actually can touch your phone and work it? Because it's
a nice little.
Who thought of that?
Yeah, that's a nice little thing.
It's like something from Silence of the Lambs, skin.
You can still run your mouth.
Puts the lotion in the basket. I don't know what that is.
That is a nice little thing, though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like you don't really think about it until you keep wanting to use your phone, and you're like, "Fuck, this would be really nice if I could just use this."
Have to keep pulling your gloves off to use your phone. Yeah, that is nice. That's kind of my layering system. I would say having, been to Alaska, I think you're spot on. I think you're dialed.
I'm pretty dialed.
Yeah.
I feel good. The only thing I'm going through is like one more warmth piece on the Canada hunt because I don't know. Well, I got to figure something out there.
Just try that ambient hoodie.
Really?
Yeah, it is a really good piece.
I was going to ask you because there's times like what is the right time frame for the ambient hoodie? In your opinion?
So last year in a state I won't mention, I was basically hiking around the whole time with my backpack on in camp. It was cold out. It was snow on the ground. Cord lightweight hoodie and the ambient hoodie.
Okay. And that's what you were hiking in?
Hiking in.
With your backpack?
Yeah, with backpack. Because that like active insulation, I was actually able to stay cool but stay warm at the same time. It wasn't overheating. And then when I would stop, for whatever reason, it wasn't sweated through anything. Like I was able to still breathe really well. And then I would just sit down and start glassing. And then when I made a little stock to go after an animal, I just had the ambient hoodie and the cord lightweight on. And those two combinations, even when it was snowing out, I was still totally fine. It wasn't, getting it wasn't, wet snow. It was really dry snow.
thing I like about it is how soft the face fabric on that thing is. It's really quiet and it's really lightweight for what it is.
It'd be great for a bow hunter.
Yeah. And I've worn it. I wore it last year in New Mexico when I was with Neville, and I was wearing it the same way you were, just over the top of my base layer on cold days when I was hiking with a backpack. Yeah.
I guess it's a great piece.
Yeah. I think it's a good like mid to late September high country, just that over the top of your base layer. The thing I struggle with is like, do I take that over a core heavyweight hoodie?
I know, the heavyweight hoodie, that's such a classic piece.
It is. It fits so good.
Yeah.
I kind of like this ambient hoodie looking at it. Fleece lined on the inside.
It's great when you're glassing and you throw that hood up.
It's not real fleecy. It's like it's like a large fleece.
It's like you're wearing fur.
Yeah.
Like,
you have to check it out. Everybody I talk to loves that piece, myself included.
Yeah, that's. I think I want to add just one more warmth piece
because
to that sheet.
And it is really quiet, like really soft face fabric, really thin.
Because I used to be kind of like you, Lorenzo. I would wear a soft shell on some of these like later season hunts, but because of that ambient, I've ditched my soft shell and saved a ton of weight, but gained some insulation. And then I always have a rain jacket to throw on. If I need some like something else that's a little more burly.
Yeah, 13 ounces. Yeah. That's quite a bit of.
Anyway, I think that's a good piece. You may look at it. Do you want to jump over sleep systems?
Sleep systems. I want to hear Lorenzo's. Lorenzo was talking about his the other day, and it's pretty crazy light and dialed.
Oh, I'm super dialed there.
We're gonna save that for the end because you have a spreadsheet, but I want to hear your total weight for how many days because you have that figured out.
I do,
and it's impressive. I think it's impressive.
Thank you. It's nice to impress Trail every so often.
I think so. You'll have to tell me at the end.
Appreciate it.
I want to hear it. But what are you doing for sleeping bag, pad, shelter?
So sleeping bag is the Helium Bivvy. I obviously am not doing that in Canada.
Bivvy.
Yeah. So in Canada, I'll do the Tiger Light ULT Big Agnes. But on this hunt that I have this dialed in for on the backcountry elk hunt, the Outdoor Research Helium Bivvy, and then the Stone Glacier 15-degree Chilkoot. I sleep really cold. So there is part of me that wants to do that 32-degree quilt.
Ooh, I would go with the 15, man.
I know. I can't.
I've been in that area you're going into.
I get nervous,
and
I sleep cold. Right, like the coldest time of your body is when you're in the deepest part of your sleep. That's when your body temperature is the coldest possible. So a lot of the times when you get into that deep sleep and REM sleep, it's because your body temperature is down. And I don't want to like be woken up through that, right, for performance and all that. So I like to sleep as warm as I can. So I'm going to take the 15-degree, which is 35 ounces. Quite a bit different than the.
That's not bad though. It's
the quilt,
2 pounds 3 ounces.
Yeah, which it's not bad, but the quilt is 22.5 ounces.
True.
So you're losing like
ounces.
a half a pound right there. Over a half a pound. And then the Thermarest Uberlight pad, which is 12 ounces.
Which is, you got it right here.
That's not the Uberlight.
Oh yeah,
that's the one I'm taking to Canada.
Gotcha.
Because that one's got some R value. The Uberlight does not have much of an R value. But sleeping with a 15-degree bag inside of a bivvy, I'm not worried about having an R value on my sleeping pad.
What do you like about that bag?
The bivvy?
The bag, the actual, like your sleeping bag, the 15-degree, like the Stone Glacier. This will be the first year I'm using a Stone Glacier.
What's my favorite thing about the Stone Glacier? The shoulder volume. They have the shoulder volume absolutely dialed. It is like, it's as good as it gets.
Gotcha.
I mean,
you're not saying something for your giant.
Yeah, I'm not Derek Wolf by any means. Like that guy's an absolute.
Bigger.
Thanks, man. I'm getting all kinds of compliments.
You heard it here first, Derek. Sorry, bud.
But but I'm a little bit of girth in the shoulders, and that's what makes me feel claustrophobic. I don't mind having the taper down at the legs and the feet. I don't mind that it actually holds the warmth down there really well. And my feet do get cold like yours, more so when I sleep, not so much when I glass, but that shoulder width, man, and I'm a side sleeper too. And it's just so nice to have that. I don't feel constrained at all.
Everybody that owns one of those says that they like the size of it.
And also the warmth is like, it's next level.
Neville was also telling me, he's like, he told me this just the other day. I've never been cold in a Stone Glacier sleeping bag. There
is something about the warmth on that. Like if you put that next to another 15-degree bag, I'm telling you the Stone Glacier is warmer. And that's what I care about, is sleeping warm, so I can actually deep sleep and not be worried about my body temperature dropping and wake me up.
So you said you're going with the Uber Light?
The Uber Light, yeah.
Which is the lightweight, low, no R value.
R value of 2.3.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about our R value?
Yeah.
We get asked quite a bit about R value.
Yeah, R value is a very important thing when like looking at sleeping pads, but it's not just a sleeping pad measurement. It's used all across in like science and other things too. It's like actual, not just for backpackers. Basically, it's a measurement of the resistance the pad has to heat flow. So higher the R value, those are going to be for your later season hunts. Like in the winter, the lower the R value can be used in the summer. So basically, it's going to help you insulate yourself from the cold of the ground. And that helps with your sleeping bag actually, the down doesn't get really compressed too because you're on a sleeping pad rather than on the ground. If you're on the ground, that cold is just, going right into the ground. So it's going to help insulate it a little bit. And this is why, though, I think a lot of people should take into account the R value of your sleeping pads, because you can kind of do like a weight and R value ratio thing. You could have, an Uber Light, which is going to be super lightweight, but not a great R value, but then maybe you have a 0 degree sleeping bag. Or you could just do something that has a little more R value and get by probably with a 15 degree bag, and you might actually be warmer because you have a better pad system. I say that, but I don't follow it.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Are you Joe Biden?
No.
Are you the next president?
You're supposed to be complimenting. Trail was complimenting you. You're supposed to compliment
Are you Joe
me.
Biden? Who are you?
President Brady Miller.
President Brady Miller.
So like I
Get
said,
on the Iowa caucus. I'm here for
rules for thee, but not for me.
Yeah.
That's Brady saying.
So like I said, you can use that. You can use a lower R value in the summer, a higher R value in the winter. But you have to spend more money. Those are going to be, you have to have two setups basically then. For me, like I said, why I don't follow it, I don't fully care in a sense about R value on my sleeping pad because I always have a wood stove. I'm always going late season hunts. I have a teepee.
But you're not keeping that wood burning stove all night.
Nope, I'm not.
Good point.
Aha.
Again, you guys always know what I will say next. I have all these other layers I already pack with me so I can just throw those on and utilize those as well when I'm sleeping. So I always, for the longest time, I ran the Uber Light from early season hunts to all my late season hunts. I'm saving weight because it's lighter. I also don't get the long version. I get the regular version, which is too short for me.
Yeah, you're psycho for that.
The later season, I will bring a 15 degree chill coop instead of rocking a 0. Because again, I do have that stove and I can, crank on that stove, middle of the night if I want to wake up and, stoke the stove again. But I say this too with the caveat that I can sleep on a rock and I can sleep very, very comfortable.
You could definitely do that.
I can fall asleep right now in 2 seconds if I wanted to. Like I can sleep anywhere. And I can sleep
validated.
Very comfortable.
I will validate that.
And I will sleep for a very long time. Like a very, very long time. You know that, Lorenzo.
Oh, I know that.
It's like I sleep very, very well in the mountains. So
So you're an outlier.
I'm a very much an outlier. So if you are going to go hunting, you should pay attention to the R value of your sleeping pad and then, have a good sleeping bag system as well. Because essentially that's a kit. Both those things are,
they work together.
They're married together.
That's why I like the NXT because it's 4.3 R value. So essentially, that can take me into late October easy. Probably even November, no problem.
That's what I'll be using in Canada is that with a 0 degree.
The only thing that I am giving up packing that on an early season like August hunt is weight.
Yep,
so
you're
it's
looking at
a little bit heavier.
12.5 ounces to 8.8.
Right. Yeah, I think the long is 1 pound flat. Yeah. So like 1 pound, and you can essentially use that from August till November.
Yeah, that's a good way to save money is just have that one too, going through all the different seasons.
It's the only one I have. I have 2 of them. I've had them. This is the newer version, so I should just touch on this real quick. One of the biggest complaints about the Thermarest pads is they're kind of noisy.
Yeah. It's like you're sleeping on a trash bag.
Yeah, I used to say it sounded like a raccoon trying to get into a potato chip bag. It just was like, it's that sound. If you can, that's what it is. You paint that picture.
Yeah.
This one apparently is quite a bit quieter. So I haven't had a chance to use this one, but they're saying that was like the one thing that they tried to address, but the weight stayed the same.
Yeah. I think it's a little more durable too.
Yes, and
the X-Lite compared to the Uber Light.
Yeah, I recommend to everybody the Thermarest Neo Air X-Lite.
Yeah.
Because it's durable. I've had one for 8 years.
Yeah, I've had mine for probably that same length of time, and I recently just popped my Uber Light.
What were you doing?
So now I have the X-Lite. I have my OG X-Lite, same one you do, the one that sounds like a raccoon in a potato chip bag. Yeah. So I'm taking that one to Alaska, just because I don't want to spend more money on the Uber Light right now. I probably will later, but I got to pick and choose.
Gotcha.
Got taxidermy bills coming up.
So do you have off the top of your head, like if you're going on a late hunt, What kind of R value are you looking at? 4 plus 5? 5?
I just answered that.
I know, but like for the layman, for most
you're
people.
probably be looking at 4. Yeah.
Okay.
So like the chart is like 1 and 2 summer. I'm just gonna look at it right now. 3 season from 3 to 4, all season 4 to 6, and extreme cold. Try to get that 6 plus if possible.
Gotcha.
But I think that one, the X-Lite
Get you through
most of the hunts. Yeah. Maybe not one of those really late November hunts where you're backpacking out, you don't have a stove. Probably want to look at something a little more burly for that and get something with a little more insulation built into it.
I had a guy ask me the other day, what is the most comfortable sleeping pad? So I don't know. I mean, I started thinking about it, looking through. I know Sea to Summit makes it's a 4-inch thick. It's not that much heavier than this one, to be honest, but that's thick. 4 inches. Yeah. This one's 2.5. I know I've heard people say that the Climate, they like just the shape of the chambers in the Climate sleeping pads, especially for side sleepers.
What about the AXL, Big Agnes?
Yeah, Big Agnes. Those are also 3.5 inches thick. So you're getting a little bit of extra lift in those. I don't know. I'm kind of like you. I sleep pretty decent in the backcountry.
Is anyone nowadays using the old roll-up, foldable?
I don't know.
Sleeping pads?
Probably.
Because that's what you should use back in the day to save weight. But right now, you're really not. Like the materials are getting so much better that you're not actually saving that much weight by going over to that.
Do you carry a patch kit for these?
I do carry a patch kit.
You?
Oh yeah,
patch kit.
Definitely.
You have to.
It weighs nothing, and it's going to save you.
A little sil poly and a poly patch.
Like the only time I've ever had pads kind of lose air, sometimes a valve starts to kind of get faulty after a lot of hunts.
I had one time that for some reason, whatever it was, it's probably just over years of use of folding it up. It kind of creased and it opened up a little bit of a gap about yay long. I used some sil poly, just, not sil poly. What am I talking? Silnet, just a little silicone gel and spread that pretty even. It's still holding now. Like I just used it this weekend. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. 6 years later, it's still holding just that little silicone bead.
What do you look for in an R value?
That one 4.
That one 4.
Yeah. 4? I think 4.
No matter what.
Yeah, no matter what. Because like I said, I can use that early season. I'm only giving up maybe, a few ounces, 5.
You worried about me on the Uber Light then on with a 15-degree bag?
No, I'm not worried.
But I have it inside the Bivvy is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, you're going to be fine. You'll be totally okay. I think if you got the, the change to, the coin to buy multiple sleeping pads, I think you ought to. Why not? Yeah. I mean, different uses, different seasons. I think it makes the best sense. But I think if you're going to buy one for durability and a good R value that can get you from early to late, I think buy that one. I recommend that to everybody. I don't know how many times I've recommended that sleeping pad.
It's probably one of the best top sellers that we have.
Yeah, and if you look at gear reviews across the board, whether we've done it or some other company's done it, it always gets ranked high.
Yeah.
What are you using for a bag?
I want to jump back to this.
Okay.
Ground sheet.
Oh yeah, good call.
You rocking a ground sheet all the time? Even in a bivvy or
no?
Because you can shove everything inside of it.
Yeah, if I carry a bivvy, I'm not using a ground sheet. So I've been using that Bivanarak, Hilleberg Bivanarak.
Scarecrow.
It's my Dementor costume. The thing I like about it is it's just big enough I can throw my pad and my bag inside it, and I like the fact that the foot box is closable, so it breathes pretty well. If I open that thing up, I don't get any condensation in it. It's got sleeves, got a hood. If I want to pull that, and I did this weekend, I can pull that thing over the top of me and my backpack, even if I'm walking, and kind of hike it up just for a little bit of added weather protection. So I will carry a ground sheet if I'm not carrying it. So like if I'm using just a tarp and I want to go really light, like a piece of Tyvek or polycryo.
Polycryo is really nice, but you have to replace that.
Yeah, pretty often.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's multi-use though. Like polycryo, it's just window sealer sheet. And you can buy it at like your Home Depot or your Ace Hardware. And then you can get it actually in different thicknesses. You can cut those sheets. And I've used it a bunch of times just to lay meat out on to bone out, which is kind of nice because it keeps the meat clean.
Yeah.
You?
I was told I can mention this.
Okay.
I am using a prototype GOHUNT ground sheet.
Just going to say, we're big Tyvek people.
So
here.
a couple of guys in the office have been testing it out on some hunts. It'll be my first time using it on a hunt. So I'm going to take it to Alaska and test it out and see if it meets up to our standards, because we like to test everything in the GOHUNT gear shop. So we have our own GOHUNT Tyvek ground sheet coming out. Super lightweight. It kind of hits the specs I'm kind of looking at,
Yeah. To that, I would never recommend that you just throw your sleeping bag on the ground.
No.
Like you're asking for holes.
Yeah.
And nothing can ruin. I mean, ask Neville. You head out into the back country and you climb into your bivvy or your tent the first night and you pop your sleeping pad.
And then you're just on the ground.
And then you're just on the ground. Yeah, not good.
And it's even the same thing too, like running a teepee setup. Like a lot of times you're setting up on snow or you're trying to clear the snow away. Now you have a little bit of wet ground on the bottom, so it's nice to throw the Tyvek down, throw your sleeping pad and throw your sleeping bag on there, keep things kind of clean and also not pop the pad. That's a big thing.
It's a pretty sweet little Tyvek.
Yeah. Really lightweight too. Can't remember the exact.
It's super light. I can't remember. I can't remember.
And it's big enough.
Yeah.
That was one thing that we thought about.
Yeah, it's plenty big.
Yeah,
we tried to do it really narrow at first. And we're like, guys are going to roll around, sleeping at night. You make it a little bit wider. Definitely do the lengthwise for a tall guy like me. And
2.9 ounces.
2.9.
Nice.
You heard it here first.
It's a sweet little deal.
What are you using for a sleeping bag?
Chilkoot 15.
15.
Yep.
Quilt ever?
Yeah. I use quilt all the time.
Do you like it?
Yeah. I use the Western Mountaineering Astrolite. It's an older one.
Do you sleep good in it?
Honestly, I do.
I never do in a quilt. I've got a quilt. I've got an Enlightened Equipment Enigma, which is I had it over stuff, so it's 10 degree. Even though I don't think you can get a quilt to 10 degree, you can't sleep that warm ever in a quilt. You just lose too much body heat. But I never sleep that good in it.
Are you always like on the straps and on the buckles? Or are you putting your pad?
Are you putting your pad
inside there?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm using it like you'd use a quilt. It's got the straps that go underneath it, you know. It feels breezy to me always.
I want to be able to sleep like that.
The only thing I wish at a quilt, they had like a mummy hood. I'm always wearing like a little beanie at night then, or putting my hoods on my shirt up on top. But you remember when we went on that?
They do have those. It's called a sleeping bag.
Oh, really? I've never heard of one of those. But you remember that elk hunt you and I did with Born and Raised?
Yeah.
And I took that same quilt and I actually did get cold a couple nights because we had woke up to some frost because that's only a 27 degree quilt. Mm-hmm. But it's really lightweight and I like the volume it takes up in my backpack. It's pretty small. I can take a compression sack and I can crunch that thing down.
In regards to sleep systems, would you sacrifice weight for sleep or take sleep over weight? Do you see what I'm saying?
Sleep over weight
Me
all day
too.
long.
I would rather pack extra weight and sleep good.
I would rather make my food as quick as I can at night, do stoveless method, go to bed sooner, get more hours.
But if you're not comfortable, you're not getting the hours.
But I am comfortable though, because like I said, I'm a very weird use case. I can sleep anywhere.
That's true.
Literally can.
Right. So if you can sleep anywhere, go light.
Yeah, like we've had bears come in at our camp, and everyone's like, "You heard that bear last night?" I'm like, "Nope, I was out like a rock."
True story.
Like
I'm a very light sleeper. I don't have an issue sleeping. I'm a light sleeper, so anything to just keep me a little bit more comfortable from waking up every hour.
Pillow? Either of you?
No.
So
no pillow?
No.
I used to use a pillow all the time, but I always found out it squirts out.
Always.
Put it in the hood of your sleeping bag.
But here's the thing.
You know the sleeping bag?
Yeah, here's the thing though. Like even on the Chilkoot, since I'm 6'5", I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm almost maxed out, so I don't have a lot of room up there to put a pillow.
Right.
So it's awkward for me to do a pillow, so I just wrap my down jacket up and make a little ball of it and go to sleep on it. And I usually end up sleeping on my arm a lot too with the.
What if you have to wear your down jacket because it's freezing? Then
I'll just go to bed with my head just laying flat.
Okay.
Like I've done it.
Point being, Brady can sleep well.
Yeah.
No pillow?
No, I have the same issue. The pillow squirts out everywhere. It just drives me nuts.
Oh, wow.
They got to figure out a system there. They got to figure out a thing.
Mine works great. I just have a Cetus Summit Aeros Light. It's just the little guy. Aeros, I think it's called. Yeah. And it's shape of your neck, your head. It's kind of half mooned shape. Fits right in the hood of your sleeping bag.
You talking about an airplane?
No,
neck pillow?
No, not a neck pillow. It's a pillow. I
don't know, man.
Round at the top and the bottom.
One side and Velcro on your sleeping pad.
Velcro on one side.
Just put a little silicone gel on one side of it. That'd keep it in place.
Yeah, man. It's always a pain in the ass. I
always use it like if I'm a side sleeper. It's just perfect height.
I am a side sleeper.
That thing's 1.59 ounces.
Do you still carry 1,000,000 dry bags, Lorenzo?
No.
Okay.
You don't?
That's old Lorenzo.
Old Lorenzo used to carry a lot of dry
old,
bags. You could just shove your down jacket in a dry bag and boom, you have a pillow.
That's old.
Yeah, I've done that too.
That's young Lorenzo.
Used to have
I'm a
everything
totally
labeled.
different person now.
Just shove it in there like I do. Yeah.
Yep.
But an actual pillow isn't that much heavier than a dry bag. It's actually probably lighter, to be honest.
Well, I don't carry the dry bags
He doesn't carry them
anymore,
anymore, but back in the day, yeah.
All right, so no pillow. All right, fine.
No pillow.
Yeah, I carry.
I'll try it out on Thursday night.
hard.
I'll try it again on Thursday night. How about that? And I'll see if it see how that goes.
It'll squirt out.
It's gonna squirt out.
Let's. What about synthetic versus down? You ever use synthetic sleeping bag? Would you ever take one, or are you pretty much down only?
Pretty much down only.
You too?
Never really thought about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, never really thought about it. As soon as I found the Stone Glacier bag, like
that was it.
I don't know if I would ever change now.
I know a lot of guys going to Alaska. I get questions. People are looking for a synthetic, and I don't know. In my opinion, I think it down. It's lighter. It sleeps warmer. You just got to keep the thing dry.
Yeah.
So you just got to have some shelter. You got to have a back cover, whatever it is, to keep that thing dry. But once it's, I mean, if you keep it dry, it sleeps great.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
That's where a bivvy comes in.
That's where a bivvy comes in. Bivvy's nice. You no trouble sleeping in a bivvy?
No issues.
You sleep head out, hoop over your head?
Yeah, typically I'll have like the back of it all the way up, top of my head, and then the front of it kind of pulled down below my nipples.
Your chest?
Yeah, like right at my chest, and just kind of sleep like that.
What are you using for shelter? Tarp?
Yeah, the Stone Glacier 10L or whatever. And that's a multi-use thing anyways. That's kind of like if we do get trapped up in that high elevation in a rainstorm, I can throw that up, and at least all three of us can kind of have a little powwow and huddle under it. And I'm probably going to make Omar carry that anyways, young Omar. He's you got to be thrown into the fire at some point. So like he'll be carrying that. And that's more of, if it just straight up downpours, I'll sleep under that. Him and the cameraman will be, they're bringing tents in. I can't stand sleeping in a tent after I've done the whole bivvy thing in the high country.
Well, I know I mentioned it a lot, but I always was really blown away by like when Trail and I did the archery hunt back in the day. I was around, doing the whole like headlamp, leaning over, trying to find the flat spot, and look over, and Trail's already like in his bivvy sack sleeping. It's the easiest time to find a flat spot. Sets it out.
It's the best.
Boom, he's done.
It's the best.
I think Brady liked that because I was in bed sooner than he was. I think that bugged him.
It did bug him, I can tell.
He's like, look at that.
And then
guy,
the other thing too is like being in those big burns. Man, you can just get nice and cuddled between two logs, and you got nothing to worry about.
In case a big leaner comes over on you in the nighttime.
Just sleep so sound knowing that you're good. Doesn't matter.
It's quick then to pack up for running and gunning.
Oh, it's insanely quick.
Yeah.
You said you're going to take the Tiger Wall too?
To Canada, yeah. Yep.
That thing's so light.
That's why, I don't want to add too much weight.
Sure.
And that's so I'm just bringing that.
For a 2-man tent with double wall, I mean, it is light. And I think, there's more durable tents on the market, for like you get into like real 3rd, 4th season stuff where you might be dealing with some snow load. But if you're not anticipating a lot of snow load and you're looking for light and fast and space and just protection, that Tiger Wall 2 is a sweet tent.
I'm not planning on having a bunch of snow. Otherwise, I'm not bow hunting.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. What do you use in Alaska?
The Peak Solitude.
You get your own? Or
I got my own, yeah.
So you got your own little den you can go into?
My own little castle.
Stove?
Yep. Taking the U-turn, seek outside stove, 7.5 foot pipe. What do I got? Hyperlight mountain gear stakes. Just a killer setup. Love the cross-trek stabilization of the Peak shelter. It can, dry out gear up on top, hang my socks. Adds a little bit of stability, adds a little bit of headroom.
Talk about the cross stabilization, because I don't think there's a lot of people that actually know that.
Yeah. That's a really cool feature. Like most teepees are just a teepee,
Single pole
going up.
And then guy outs.
Yep. So what's really great about the cross-trek stabilization, like you're hiking in with your trekking poles already. So once you get there, a lot of times I don't even use my trekking poles for the rest of the time hunting. Maybe I'll take one or whatever. But now with the cross-trek, so basically 4 loops on the top, 2 for each pole. And you have to take a little rubber cap of your trekking pole, otherwise you'll poke through the sidewall. But it has these little basically sleeves and loops where you can put your trekking pole in there, and then you extend your trekking pole out and then clasp your trekking pole together. So it's going to add a little bit of headroom on top. And then you do the other one the opposite way, and it still goes around your stovepipe. It's not going to get in the way of the stovepipe at all. And
it's like creating a cross beam in your tent, like rafters.
So when you get those windstorms, like teepees are very high profile. So it's going to add some stability there. It's going to add some headroom. But the biggest benefit to me is hanging your clothes up. So once I get that stove rocking, all my wet gear gets hung up. And by the morning when I wake up, it's dry, because while I'm making food or whatever, doing my little camp chores, like getting other pieces of wood, that stove is rocking and drying all my gear out. And so I've hung boots up there. Like I said, socks. This kind of defeats before you would always have to hang, cordage on the top and dry your stuff up. But it adds that little bit extra headroom. Stability is a big thing.
It's going to be big for you. I can tell you that already. Like the ability to dry your clothing out night after night is a big deal in moose camp.
Yeah.
Like hanging your socks up and over, starting your fire, get your stove going, really dry out your shirts, your socks, your boots even.
Making that thing Africa hot.
Yeah. I mean, it really is like that time I went to Alaskan hunted moose, like that was the biggest help at night was just the ability to like get in there, start a fire, kind of recoup, cook your meal, and then dry out your clothes day in, day out.
It's one of those things too, you think about it, it's like, why didn't no one else try that out before? Like, thought of that, but it's a really cool thing about it. Like, it does, it's maybe weighs a little bit heavier than, my Seek Outside Dyneema, Cimarron. And, but I just love that little extra feature, that feature does, like I said, make it could be a game changer in the hunt when you have to dry your clothes out. Yeah. And it also has some really good guy lines too on the side. So actually going to add a little bit of extra livable space on the bottom, even though I'm just by myself. So I have plenty of room in that shelter by myself.
But they're watching movies.
Just me and they're watching movies.
Love it.
Yeah. I'm pretty similar to Lorenzo. I'm going light and fast elk hunting. I've kind of done it that way for a long time. So mine's Bivvy. So Bivvanorak, Hilleberg, and then shelter is just a basic tarp. So I've got a Seek Outside EOList that I've been using, which is a piece of not polycryo. Give me the name.
Still poly?
Dyneema.
Oh, Dyneema.
It's Dyneema. Yeah, I've got the Dyneema one. So it's light. And then, I don't know if we're supposed to leak this or not too, but we've also got a new tarp potentially.
You heard it here first.
I'll be playing with. Big enough I can camp under it.
You guys are giving out all the secrets.
Yeah. Yep. So that's what I'm using. Do you want to jump down to Camp Kitchen?
Yeah. Well, I want to ask you a question though first.
Yeah.
Tarp in Alaska.
No. You mean for glassing?
Yeah, glassing.
Yeah,
when it's raining and stuff.
Sure.
I'm going to take my.
I'm like, for camping, hard no.
Like, I'm taking my DST Dyneema.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, and I think it makes great sense. I know that when we were up there, it was great for glassing, and then it was also great for just pitching over the top of your meat cache to just shed rain, because it rained all the time, so you didn't want your meat constantly wet, hanging out there. So yeah, we would pitch it just in a simple A-frame. Meat. Yeah, nobody likes wet meat. But yeah, we just pitch that over the top of the meat cache and keep all the rain off. So I would say, yeah, for sure, take one.
And that'd be enough for all the moose meat, just having one, and you could probably just share it with a bunch of other guys I'm going with.
Yeah, either a 10 by 12 or an 8 by 10. Yeah. Probably 10 by 12 if you got one. But yeah, I would take one for sure. Okay.
I already have it in my list. I just want to confirm with the expert.
Yeah, and it's great for glassing too. Yeah, just pitch it and sit underneath it and glass or call.
What was your other question that we're going to jump into?
Camp Kitchen.
Camp Kitchen.
You ready for Camp Kitchen?
Yeah, Camp Kitchen.
What do you got for Camp Kitchen, Lorenzo?
Not much.
You don't need much.
Not much.
You're not cooking pesto?
No. I got the GOHUNT mug.
Yeah, which we've got one.
Yeah, super, super light. It's actually a pretty badass little mug Kevin designed. So I'm taking that. I love having coffee in the backcountry.
Do you?
It's just, nothing like, a slower afternoon or setting up on a wallow with a little hot cup of coffee, whatever it is. There's just something about having coffee in the backcountry I love. Romantic. What'd you say?
It's romantic.
Romanticized. That's what it is for me. So I got to bring that, and then I brought the MSR Pocket Rocket 2, and then one of the little 4-ounce MSR propane tanks.
One question I get asked quite a bit is like, how many days can you get out of a 4-ounce propane tank? If you're doing coffee, I would say like maybe 5.
Yep.
Maybe 4. I think if you're just boiling water once a day, like at night, you could probably get 8 to 10.
Yep. I would agree with that.
Yep. It's kind of where I landed.
Unless you're Omar and you start a giant flame ball debacle. Yeah. Sorry, Omar.
Yeah, we've got one. These little GOHUNT titanium mugs are pretty sick.
They are nice.
Titanium's got the lid that fits tight. Everything fits inside it, including, a fuel canister. If you took this out of here, it would fit inside it with it.
You got the little rubber grips on the handle? Did you mention that?
The little rubber grips are pretty handy. I know
that's for the coffee drinkers.
Yeah.
That's what it's for, man. That's for us.
It's also just nice, like once you boil your water, I know a lot of these people that make these titanium mugs, they don't have these little silicone handles, and you got to wait or wear gloves to pour your water. This is just kind of nice because you can pick it up and pour it anytime you want. Yeah. But yeah, those are pretty handy.
And it has the markings in there too, so you know the ounces of water.
Yep.
But the only reason I'm bringing that is for coffee. That whole setup right there. The only thing I'm cooking is coffee.
You're not eating any mountain mills at night?
He's going stoveless.
Well, he's not, but he's not. You're bringing a stove for coffee.
I'm going stoveless, but I'm bringing a stove for coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sick of the stomach issues. Now in my older age, I'm just done fighting it. I don't even want to think about it. Don't want to worry about it. And now this season, I've had a lot of time, obviously going down with the surgery and all that shit. I've had a lot of time to think about it. So I've developed, I have my full macros, everything of exactly what I want. And it's all stoveless. Put a lot of time and effort into it. So I'm good to go now.
I'll be interested to talk to you after the season. Like if you're still committed to it.
I will be.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Because I know I've been with guys that have gone stoveless and they look at everybody else sitting around camp eating a hot meal and they're like, oh man, hot meal looks kind of good.
That's the hardest part. That's why solo stoveless is actually really doable. But when you see someone else,
a group eating a hot meal, they're like eating beef stroke.
But you guys don't have the thought of your stomach the next day.
Yeah. I can see that.
That's a real easy pass for me when I just think about, well, at least I'm not stuck behind a tree tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go.
Sure.
Do you remember one of our last conversations where we talked about coffee chew?
Yeah.
What about doing some of that instead of taking the hot coffee?
There's just, I don't know. There's something romantic
about
it.
Little chew packets?
There's something romantic about it. And here's the thing. It is, where am I at here? It is 11 ounces for me to have coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take that.
And you'll have water. So it's not like
there's water everywhere.
Everywhere.
So, 11 ounces to just have coffee every so often sounds fantastic.
Yeah. Little pocket rocket, too, is a nice stove.
It is nice. It's really nice.
Yep. What do you use, Brady? Stove? Jetboil?
I'm using the GOHUNT titanium mug.
Mm-hmm.
Switching over to that. Going to try that out. For stove, I'm using the BRS 3000T. It's a 0.89 ounce stove.
Pocket Rocket's such a better name.
I know. I've had this one for a long time. Back when Rudder Lacura was a thing, I actually purchased from them. So it's just like one of my Psycho ultralight things I used to use way back in the day when I was trying to cut as many ounces as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to use that. It actually fits the pot really well. I've been testing it out at home and on some scouting trips this summer. GOHUNT titanium spork.
Oh, yeah. Spork? No
spork or spoon?
You don't even need one.
Don't need one.
Doesn't need one.
What do you like, spork or spoon?
I like spork.
Yeah, you got to have a spork,
right?
Yeah,
no spoons.
Yeah, what if you have to have some, back straps? You have to stab the little back strap and eat it?
Yeah. And you get some of those like grilled chicken ones, you got to break the chicken apart.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I got to have a spork. Titanium spork.
So that's pretty much my setup. And unless you're trail and you fly with isobutane, because he's a rebel.
Yep.
Somehow Trail's never gotten caught.
Never, not once.
And I'm just never going to risk it. So I already called up to Alaska.
If you're scared, just say you're scared.
Yeah. I'm scared. I don't want them to take that out and then all of a sudden start taking some of my other stuff out. So I actually called up to the last little place we're going to in Alaska and reserved a bunch of fuel canisters ahead of time so I can pick those up because I can't fly with them.
Yep.
And then I also reserved some little fuel stick canister things for my thermocell. For the
thermocell for skeeters.
I'm a little scared of them.
Dude, sometimes they are really bad. No, I don't want to scare you.
Are you taking a head net?
Yeah, I got a head net as well.
That's a good idea.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm similar to Lorenzo. Just GOHUNT titanium pot, 4 ounce MSR butane, and then isobutane, right?
Isobutane,
whatever it is.
And then the Windmaster, Soto Windmaster stove, which I've been using for a really long time.
Yeah, you have been using that for a long time.
Pretty basic, yeah. It's like one of those things. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yep.
Have you ever?
And then GOHUNT titanium spork.
Because you're not stoveless.
No, I'm not. I like a hot meal. I like those weird guts feelings, middle of the night.
Gross.
If I ever what?
Use one of the foot fuels.
No. Oh yeah, yeah. Using combined fuel. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. If you guys don't have one of those, you should get one because I've probably got 30 pots of isobutane sitting around in my equipment room. And it's just a little valve essentially that goes between two different pots that you can combine the fuel into one. So
yeah. So before my spring bear hunt this year, I was looking back. Like you said, you always have those fuel canisters where you think you shake it or you weigh it out like I do because I can figure out exactly what it is. You're like, man, I could probably get like 3 nights out of that, but it's not enough for me to take that whole weight of the can in the mountains. So you buy a new can, and all of a sudden you get down to that same point again where you have 1 or 2 nights left, and you have another can. Like I look back. I had some cans from 2004.
Wow.
Still at my house.
You're a hoarder?
You are a hoarder?
I like saving money so I can spend it on
So you're a hoarder.
taxidermy. You guys know that?
Yeah, those are
I do know
handy, and
that.
they aren't that expensive. How much are they? $25, something like that.
Yeah.
You can combine
Maybe 30?
fuel. Yeah, totally worth it.
So I went through a bunch of my fuel canisters before the spring bear hunt and converted them all, like, made them full, and game changer. It's one of those things where I'm like, why? I've been saving all these cans forever, kind of use them on some like truck camping excursions and try to burn them up. But it's like, well, now I got full cans everywhere again.
Yep. Gotcha.
Do you know anyone who takes the big giant isobutane?
I have. Like if I'm doing 10 days and if I'm going to do coffee and meal, I'll just take one of those instead of 2 small ones. But yeah, I've done it. The 8 ouncers. Mm-hmm.
If I'm doing
They're
just
cheaper.
coffee, how many do you think I'd get out of there?
If you're doing just coffee, I think you do 10 days pretty slick.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yep. Yeah, I think you'd be okay. And they're light and they're small and they fit inside that canister.
And I don't
which
go
is
to
nice.
boil either. I just like a warm coffee. I don't like the piping hot
So
coffee.
you like drinking that Giardia?
Yeah, which we should jump into water. Speaking of Giardia,
Speaking of Giardia, we have a
a Steri pen.
Steri pen on the table.
Look at your Steri pen.
My backcountry
Your
sex toy.
lightsaber.
Yeah.
It would be cooler, right? If it projected a light and you and your buddies could
Yeah.
have sword fights at night.
I really hate that it only lights up if you put it in water.
No sword fights with your buddy. And yeah.
Lightsaber fights? No?
No, that's the Steri Pen Classic 3.
Yep.
And where I'm going is running water. I talked to you about this too. I asked Trail just his thoughts on it. I mean, clear running water pretty much everywhere I'm going in New Mexico and then obviously in Canada. Canada, I probably won't do anything, but at least in New Mexico, I'll just hit 90 seconds and off and running.
Have you had Giardia? It is the worst experience of my life.
I went on my dad's Dall sheep hunt in 2010, he got Giardia.
Just hearing you say you're not going to do anything just gives me the
In
shivers.
Canada, you're not doing anything, huh? Just drink it right out of the
I
mountain.
mean, I've been super fortunate to be up there quite a few times, and I've never treated water.
I've worked in British Columbia. I've worked in Montana. I've hunted in British Columbia. That shit scares me.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man.
Why don't you talk about purification versus filtering? Because I don't know how many people I get people ask me a lot. Oh, do I need a water filter? And I'm like, well, I mean, a filter and a purifier are two different things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, a filter is obviously going to filter out,
Silt and shit.
particles, all that stuff. You're not drinking it. Where
and some stuff.
Yeah, like they say, whatever the percentage is, it's going to filter out. It's not going to filter out, like, for the most part, like things that could cause diseases. I do believe I'm saying this correctly, like some sorts of other bacterias can go right in there because they're a lot smaller.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have, iodine tablets you could use, which is going to give your water a nasty flavor. It's going to taint your water bladders a different color. It'll end up being like this yellowish
Iodine color.
Yeah, iodine color.
Like when you were a kid and you'd put iodine or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or we have like Aquamira drops. So you have the part A or part B, which is a really sweet system as well. 7 drops of part A, 7 drops of part B, wait 7 minutes. If it's colder, you got to wait a little bit longer. And then you put it in 1 liter of water and then you have to wait a certain amount of time. So it's a little bit slower. Whereas, filters are instantaneous. They're really nice if you have a small little puddle of water where you can't take an analogy and scoop it or whatever.
A pond.
And yeah, you can just filter.
Elk wallow.
Yeah, an elk wallow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I used to use filters all the time, but that's how I got Giardia.
Yeah. You need a purifier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to purify. You can't just filter.
Yeah.
When you're in that real nasty water.
And it was nasty water at a guy I was with who filtered it in a moose pond that we just saw a bunch of moose walking around and obviously shitting in the pond. And so the silt was like kicked all up. So it was silt everywhere. So it clogged the filter instantly.
Yeah. So the thing, go ahead.
I was going to say, so like I said, I used to use a filter and then I switched over to completely, Aquamira drops, which I still bring those as a backup. Mm-hmm. And then for the longest time, I was really anti-Steri Pen because I didn't believe in it. I was like, oh, is this UV lightsaber actually going to do something? Mm-hmm. But over time, I've kind of done a lot of research and looked into it. And now I use a Steri Pen, the ultralight one, all the time.
Yep. Thing I tell people is like if you're pulling from standing water, filter and purify. So filter it with some sort of filter, a pump, and then purify with like Aquamira drops or something like that, just for safeguard. Because like I said, if you get sick, you're hating life.
You're toast.
Yeah. And then if you got good running water, clear water, just purify, like Steri Pen or Aquamira drops.
And Aquamira doesn't have a taste at all,
No.
which is really nice.
Yeah. And that's kind of what I use. I use Aquamira drops or a Steri Pen, either or.
Yeah.
But
I'm bringing drops too. Just they weigh
Backup.
nothing. Yeah, just as backup.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, too, if you do get some bad water up there, it's not really going to hit you for 7 days.
Yeah,
I think
that's true.
that's the
You'll be
average.
home.
I'll be home.
You have a big sheep on your pack. You'll be home.
I'll be home. I won't even care.
And then it'll hit you in Seattle airport.
Oh, I would definitely care. Could you imagine being on a plane and oh god.
Oh man.
Don't come on.
That's a future podcast.
The stories I could tell about my Giardia experience. My gosh.
Brady finally peed on a plane. Did you know that?
Finally peed on a plane?
Yeah, he's never peed on a plane.
Remember that Tajikistan podcast? We joked about like traveling whatever it was 13 hours in a plane.
He never had
and all the beer and
Brady's
stuff like that.
never used an airplane bathroom until recently.
Coming back from
checked it off his list.
The Sitka Depot when I gave a seminar up there. I had to go to the bathroom so bad. I was so nervous getting up. I was like, I looked at the little screen in front of you on the plane. I was like, an hour and 45 minutes till we land in Vegas. I am not going to make it. And I was trying to distract myself, like working on my computer. I was trying to watch some videos on my computer, listen to some music. I'm like, I have to go to the bathroom. I felt so bad because I was in the window seat. So I hate disturbing people, even though I've been that person before where someone's in the window seat and I have to get up. And I don't care then. Yeah. But I just hate disturbing someone who might be sleeping or they're really comfortable. And I had to get up.
Really comfortable on a plane. That doesn't happen.
I was so nervous. Yeah. I didn't know what to do. I was like, do I go to the middle bathroom? Do I go to the back bathroom? So I went all the way to the back and I was like, is this the bathroom? I had asked the flight attendant. And like, yeah, that's the bathroom. I had to figure out how to open the door. I had to figure out how to lock it. I got inside there. I was like, whoa.
I just love that he said he was so nervous.
Right when I got inside.
Are you so proud of yourself now?
I kind of am, but I was like, what am I, 37 years old?
Yeah. And you just used an airplane bathroom.
You did it
for you, Brady.
You did it,
buddy.
I did it.
Checked it off your list.
Yeah.
Good job.
Anyway, sorry, I had to bring that up.
So now when I go to Alaska, I'm going to be like that guy. Is like, I know how to do this. You guys have questions? Come ask me.
Yeah. You don't want beaver fever in Alaska, by the way, so make sure you treat your water.
Yeah.
Yep. Good deal. Bottles, soft bottles. Use water bottles, soft bottles, like Hydro Pack or like Platypus, or using hard-sided Nalgene bottles. What are you using and why?
I have the GOHUNT Ultralight Nalgene.
Like that one right here?
Yep, but I have the 32-ounce 1 liter one.
Sorry about that.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at all that extra weight you're carrying around. And
I know.
You only have, 8 ounces in there?
Hydrated.
You're just so extra hydrated.
I'm super extra hydrated. But yeah, I got the 48 ounces.
Yeah. So I used to be the person who carried a Platypus 3-liter bladder, but I've gone away from it.
Mm-hmm.
Totally gone away from it.
I'm doing 2 ultralight 32s, GOHUNT Ultralight Nalgenes.
Gotcha.
And then I'll pack a 6-liter drum light, the old school one. I still have the old ones, but the new ones are just as good. But I still have a bunch of the old ones. So I have that in my backpack. I'll fold it up. So I do get to a water source. I'll fill 6 liters up, and then I'll have a 1 liter, one of those little foldable Platypus soft bottles. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got these. So I've got 2 of these, 48 ounces, the big ones. I'll probably just pack 1 48 ouncer. And then I've got a Hydro Pack storage. Essentially, it's collapsible.
How do you like the Hydro Pack?
Nice. Yeah. Good stuff. Yeah, Hydro Pack makes nice stuff. But it's a 4 liter one. So I can just either, throw that up at camp or, fill it up as time permits.
Why have you found yourself go away from the bladders?
I just never really found a good place to put it in my backpack, to be honest. And then the hoses always kind of get in the way.
The sleeve that's built for it.
I always have so much as gear randomly in there. The 115, the BTX,
Sure. It does take up space.
I try to put my titanium stove for my teepee inside my pack. I don't want to strap it outside my pack. Try to protect it a little bit. So I'm taking up a lot of room in there.
I know Lorenzo used to carry his between the top lid and the top of the pack.
And that was a good spot too. I've also seen, shout out Mather, on hunts where we were hiking around and all of a sudden the bottom hose comes disconnected inside his backpack and completely soaks every piece of clothes,
That's why
sleeping
I went away
bag.
from it. I had 2 of them.
It's a scary thought process when you're on like a hunt where water's a hard commodity to get and it might be cold out and I just drenched all your gear.
That's what I don't
and they freeze all the time. So I used to run the little sleeves around the hose, blowing the water back in so the water doesn't freeze up on you. But it's like, yeah, it's handy. You can drink water all the time, but I just picked up a Stone Glacier Hydro holster, so it's right on the side of my body. And then with the...
have you tried the hard side hydration?
No, I haven't.
No, I haven't.
It's essentially a hose that works with one of these, an Nalgene bottle. So if you want to drink as you're going, it works just the exact same as like a bladder hose. So I think I might try one of those and just
does sound pretty good.
Run it underneath my arm and run that in the side pocket, the stretchy pocket of my pack.
I've never had an issue with the bladder, but I've heard so many horror stories now. It's like I feel like it's only a matter of time. So I'm like, I'm out. I don't want to
the best way to stay hydrated, but man, you have one come apart in the top of your pack
and your toes.
You're wet, clear to the bottom. Not a good one.
Another reason I like having a Nalgene on a hydro holster on my backpack, and then the SteriPen's always easily accessible. Like I can get water super fast. Like if I come across a little seep of water, sorry, hit your computer. Coming down, I just take that bottle, fill it up, take the SteriPen, whatever it is, 90 seconds later.
That's true.
Like
it is water. Handy. Just roomier, bigger.
Rather than have to dig in my backpack, open it up. I mean, maybe it's raining out, get a bunch of stuff wet, trying to deal with that.
These are also better in cold environments because you can like put them in the bottom of your sleeping bag. You can roll them up in a jacket. They don't seem to freeze like a bladder does.
Yeah, have you ever seen Stephen Drake's tip for Nalgenes? You're hunting in really cold weather, you got to flip that Nalgene upside down so the top doesn't freeze.
Ah, gotcha.
So that way you have actually water to drink because the top will freeze. Where you flip it around, then it'll freeze on the bottom.
Good tip.
Top.
That is a good tip.
Stephen Drake, he would know.
Yep. Hunts and all those crazy BC for those mountain goats.
Let's run through just gear in general. So like kill kits, any extra gear that you got. Let's just kind of run through those real quick. So trekking poles, you said you carry trekking poles?
Yep.
Peaks?
I have the Peaks, the new carbon, or the
Backcountry Elite cork handle, trekking poles.
Legacy Light.
Gotcha. I've got the Peaks as well. My last one broke finally. My Black Diamond carbon cork, which I love those poles. But
I had those back in the day. Those were so
I had a pair forever, and one finally broke. I can't remember who was using it. Might have been Omar. I can't remember. Somebody broke it.
Sounds like Omar.
Omar, you knucklehead.
Young Omar.
I can't remember if it was Omar. Somebody broke it.
Yeah.
So yeah, same for me. What about knives? Give me your favorite knives. What are you carrying for knives?
So for me, it's just a side knife. Is that the mini bug out from Benchmade?
This is a sick knife.
1.5 ounces, and it's an awesome knife. I absolutely love that thing. Just as a quick grab knife.
Yep, everyday carry.
Yeah, everyday carry, quick grab, just in the pocket. You never know what you're gonna need a knife for. But elk hunting, the Outdoor Edge 3.5 inch kit.
Okay.
Is the best for elk hunting.
Replaceable blade.
Yeah, and just having the 3.5 inch blade, it is nice.
Can I just comment real quick? Just a gripe. I got a pet peeve. You clean an animal and you're using replaceable blade knives, pack your damn blades out.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Absolutely.
I just found a carcass yesterday morning.
Yeah.
Okay. It was an old carcass. Had been there a while. Gut pile, full blades. Like, I'll bet there were 8 blades in that thing.
Yeah, man.
Stuck at the bottom. I picked them all up, packed them out, but pack your blades out.
Yeah, don't be the guys like trying to shove them in the ground. Like,
yeah. Don't shove them in the ground. Just pack them out.
When you open up a new blade, you have the little packet. You take that blade out and you stick your old blade right in there, and you put that back in your kill kit.
Yep.
It's not that hard.
Cool. So that's what you got. Outdoor Edge 3.5 razor light. Cool. You?
Goat knives, Ibex Mini, and the Carbon Tur. Tur Carbon.
You might hate yourself when you kill a big bull.
Well, he's got both, right?
Yeah,
you
both.
got the replaceable blade and a fixed blade.
And
Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Yeah, gotcha.
I carry both. I love replaceable blades for everything. I pack a ton of.
How many blades do you pack? How many do you pack? Extra blades of the razor lights?
5.
Normally 6.
I think it's 5.
For this, I'm taking like 10 or 12.
For moose.
And I always like to bring extra too because I figure someone else hunting with me probably has another replaceable blade type knife that runs the same thing.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to remember what's in that kit. I think it's 5.
Gotcha. What are you going to skull cap them suckers with?
Silky F180.
Okay. Saw. So you do pack a saw, fold out.
Saw. Yep.
You?
No saw.
You're packing whole head. Atta baby.
In hopes of something.
Mounting.
You know? Yeah. In hopes. I mean, at least a Euro, at least I want the skull.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull the cape off. Worst case.
You're not going to cut the horn off with a Leatherman?
I'm not doing that again.
Okay, fair enough.
That was a terrible experience
you put me through. Yeah. Hands cramping.
And then you got far enough through that like we didn't have a choice. We had to finish.
Yeah, we were committed.
It was like there was enough work done when you asked for a break, and I'm like,
silly.
okay. And then just going back and forth, that was not fun.
Yeah. That was silly.
Keep in mind though, the only reason why I'm carrying the silky saw is for the stove.
Oh, cut wood.
So it's dual purpose.
Because you're bringing out the whole head.
It's Brady, of course he is.
You're gonna have to skull cap it.
Nope. I am doing a Euro on a moose.
What?
Yeah, I Euroed my last moose.
You mount everything.
I'm not going to pay for a moose mount.
Come on.
Not going to do that.
Think about
I'm doing a full body Marco and a full body Ibex. I can't afford any more.
Full body mount.
Think about this.
Full body
moose? I mean a full shoulder mount moose. You have to. Full body would be great.
Full body right when
like
you walk
in the airport in Anchorage.
Okay, I'll ask you, Trail. What have you done with your moose so far that you shot in Alaska?
It sits in my basement, skull capped. It's by my
but that's what trail does.
It's by my ping pong table. It just hangs
and you brought
out.
the hide back, and where's your hide sitting?
It hangs over a door also in my equipment room.
That's his trail though. That's not like that's what I would have expected.
Yeah,
from
I
him.
want Brady to
But
have.
think about this: you bring a date home, okay? The fireplace on.
Yep,
You
I got
got
a
your
fireplace
grizzly
in the
bear
house.
rug laying there,
Yeah. I got a big black bear rug.
or whatever. Your bear rug.
Yeah.
You're nice and laid out on that.
Oh yeah.
You got ibex or oryx cooking on the barbecue, and right over the top of you and your lady is just a 60+ inch moose.
Do you know where my mind goes for Brady and a moose?
Full shoulder mount.
It goes back to like the late '90s Abercrombie.
Yeah, that's what it just sets them. It's just
Brady's
sets
got
the
a
mood.
shoulder mount. He's shirtless.
Yes, and he's laid out on his bear rug.
You guys are painting a pretty good picture.
You have
You
to.
got to do it. This is Brady.
You
This
have
is what
to.
Brady does.
I don't know if I'm gonna do it, guys.
You have to.
I've said before, but 2 antlers, skull cap, 68 pounds
What?
on a moose. On that moose I shot in Alaska.
68 pounds.
68 pounds. The skull, just the skull cap portion, and the 2 antlers.
And that's why I don't want to pack that hide.
They're big.
Whoa.
And I packed the hide. I got the hide, but I did skull cap it. I
Mm.
mean, you add
Whoa.
you add a full skull. I mean, you're over 100 easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big.
Whoa.
I don't know.
You're strong now, though.
I've been looking at cost of a shoulder mount moose, and it is
Yeah, you only
ridiculous.
YOLO.
Was it three grand, $4,000?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be up there.
Like my Canadian bull that I shot with my bow looks great Euroed in my reloading room. Just great.
Yeah, but you got to set the mood with the bear rug, the fireplace.
What
and
about a
moose.
Euro? A Euro doesn't set it?
65, 70-inch bull.
Yeah.
You've got the room for it.
I do have the room.
You have to. That's settled. Moving on.
Yeah, that's settled. There you go. Congratulations,
I'm the same
Brady.
as you. Goat knives. Same 2 knives, actually. I love those knives.
Mm-hmm.
And I do pack a saw. It's just the outdoor edge grizz saw. Just a skull cap.
I'll probably make Omar carry a saw, honestly, though. Just in case. Yeah.
Gotcha. And it's nice for cutting shooting lanes if you need to. Like
Yeah.
you end up setting water or something like that. It's kind of handy. I've used
Actually,
that a
that's a
bunch.
really
I've also
good point.
cut, if you need, like for your tarp, if you're using a trek and pull during the day, you want
Need
an
a
extra
center stake.
center stay for a tarp or a tent.
Yeah.
It's great for cutting that. That's what I'm using. So game bags,
Go hunt pack out game bags.
go hunt, pack out game bags.
Same. We designed them.
Same,
They're
yeah,
perfect.
Elk one, same thing.
Exactly what we wanted.
Yep,
Yep.
I agree.
I'm a little concerned if I'll fit a moose quarter in there.
I don't know if you will.
I do have some prototype ones. We had some prototypes that were actually a little bigger than I'm taking up there.
The ones before we took the side and bottom off.
So I'm taking those prototype ones.
yeah.
But
Yeah, moose are big.
I've used those Go Hunt game bags a metric shit ton already this
Yeah.
year. and
You've killed a
little bit
lot of
last year.
animals already.
Yeah, so I'm very happy with them. But
What are you doing for headlamps?
Peaks,
Peaks? Backcountry Duo?
backcountry duo.
Okay. You?
I'm carrying 2 of them.
Oh, you
Black-
are? Back up?
Back up.
Black Diamond Spot 400.
Gotcha.
I'm not real concerned about a headlamp on
Mhm.
this.
Gotcha. Same for me. Peaks, Backcountry Duo. I
I
like
just
the
like-
headlamp.
How bright it is. I like the new one that's rechargeable by USB-C.
Yep.
Which is the same thing as my Garmin InReach Mini.
Oh, the new ones are?
New ones
Mine's
are.
mini.
Yeah, you have the old one.
No kidding. I didn't know that.
Yeah, the new one's USB-C, which is super baller.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that
That's
either.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
I do like the headlamp. I like the red light in it. I
The
use
red
it a
light's
lot.
super bright.
Super bright.
And it's durable.
Yeah, I agree. And the battery life on it's awesome for a rechargeable headlamp. It's not the lightest, but it works pretty good.
One of those things I'll
Backup
sacrifice.
headlamp? You carry one?
No.
No? You have 2 of those?
2 of those.
So I have a backup, just a Petzl Bindi,
Oh.
just a little guy. It's not many lumens, maybe 100, I think, but I just carry that in my kill kit just in case I get in a pinch.
My cell phone is my backup headlamp.
Is the Bindi?
Cell phone flashlight.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, I honestly have used that when I had a headlamp on me, a working headlamp on me.
Yeah.
But it's like in your pack and you only have a little bit to go. So it's just a
That's the
cell phone light.
only downside of digiscoping cases for the most part,
Yeah,
though.
you just
You have
gotta
to pop a
take the case
digiscoping
off.
case
Yeah.
off.
Who gives a shit?
Is the Bindi a little bit bigger than the old Petzl E-Lite?
Oh, yeah,
It
it
is?
is. Yeah, I've got one here. I think I'll pull it out and show you. While I'm finding it, why don't you tell me what you're using as far as power goes? Are you packing power banks?
Pack and power. I have
Solar panel?
I have a solar panel. I have 2 pocket juices, just an off-brand one I've had forever.
20,000?
I believe the one's 20. The other one might be 10 or 15. It's a smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
Or the other one might be bigger than that, and then the other one's 20. Can't exactly remember, but I've just used those ones forever. They still work. I'm not going to spend any more money on anything else, but use those 2.
How long can you get out of that? People always ask, what's charge time? How many charges can you get out of something like that?
I always try to top my stuff off all the time. Like every time I get back to camp, I'm topping off my phone. Well, that is pretty small.
Yeah, it's not
It's
very
not small
big.
as the E-Light.
Yep, pretty handy.
It is handy, actually.
So like I said, I top my stuff off every night. I'm a big promoter of topping off your headlamp all the time because you never know that one night you're going to be out there for 5 hours cutting something, doing a full body mount. just joking. You got to take a lot of time.
I love that.
So 2 to 3, I think is a good easy average on most of these power banks. 2 to 3 full charges. And then, like I said, I have the Anchor solar panel always with me, so I'll leave that back at camp. And the nice thing is the Anchor, I've actually used it where if it's slightly cloudy out or raining or whatever, I can still put that inside my shelter and it'll still get enough, sunlight in a way to charge through the shelter. But obviously it'd be better if you put it outside your shelter, and I just try to run the cords underneath.
So you're taking a solar panel and a couple battery packs.
Yep, solar panel and 2 battery packs.
Yeah. Okay. What about you?
I'm taking the Goal Zero Flip 24,
Okay.
2 of them. Two of those power banks.
Okay.
I'm not going back for a ton of time. I'm going to be in the backcountry for 8 days or so. But work, kid, family, pregnant wife, I do try to stay in contact a lot, and I will run through some battery. But each of these, one of these power banks is 2 full charges on a phone, and then 2 on the inReach as well. And that should be plenty in 8 days.
Gotcha. I'm like you. I think I'm just using it. It's on ONN, I think, is a power bank 20,000. I think I can get 3 charges or so.
Yeah.
And I don't use my phone that much.
Yeah. You got grown kids.
Yeah.
I got a 4-year-old and a pregnant wife. I am on it constantly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I don't use mine a ton, so I just mostly keep my phone in airplane mode, and a lot of the time during the day I just turn it off.
Yeah.
With satellite messenger.
I'm still using the old DeLorme.
The DeLorme one.
Yeah, the old.
How is yours still
yellow
working,
DeLorme.
man?
I don't know. It's slow, but it works.
Yeah.
You?
It works.
Garmin inReach Mini 2.
Me too.
Same. Mini 2.
Anybody tried the Messenger, the Puck? I want one. That's pretty bad.
I like being able to see all my stuff on the device.
The other one I like is the new Motorola. I want to
really
try that one too.
Yeah,
we were just talking about that earlier today.
Yeah,
that
I haven't
one does
tried
sound
it,
interesting.
but it's tiny. It looks sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to try one. Jared said it's pretty fast too. But yes, satellite messenger. What else?
Gear. What are you using for a gear bag?
This guy right here. That's it. So just one of these, which is our GOHUNT gear bag.
It's like the medium gear bag, I think. Right?
Yep, just a sil poly. I have everything in that. That's like my kill kit and my possibles pouch combined. So I've got everything in one. I don't carry any extra bags. No extra clothes or anything like that in any extra bags. I just carry that one and that's it.
While we were touching on game bags earlier, how many actual game bags are you taking for an elk?
3. So 2 big ones. Okay, if I'm right now I'm hunting Utah general season spiker cow, so I'm not packing out head really, or cape I should say. So I'm packing 2 for meat, the bigger ones, boned out meat, and then the small one for just loose meat, neck meat, tenderloins, back straps, things like that. So that's it, just 3.
I think a lot of guys usually take too many game bags, which I guess is not a bad thing.
For sure, yeah.
Once you start getting it dialed, you should kind of maybe take some pictures of it and realize like, hey, you can actually get by with fewer game bags.
Yeah.
Even taking neck meat, even taking everything you possibly can, like.
But bone in, maybe take some more. Bone out, I can fit almost all the meat in 2. 3 maybe if I'm packing a cape, potentially. But yeah, I don't think you need a full 5 set of game bags unless you really are getting after it. Yeah, that's it. What else? Food. We ought to talk about food here in a minute. But is there any other pieces of gear? I know we fire starters, matches, lighters, essentials. Those kinds of things.
Yeah, Possibles pouch for me is the Uncharted core kit.
Yep.
And then I added a quick clot 3x2 inch.
Yep.
And then got that bug out mini knife in there. And then that's it for the Possibles pouch.
Do I dare bring up a heatly debated topic on this podcast?
Bring it up.
Toilet paper or wet wipes?
Wet wipes all the way. Dude wipes.
Both.
No TP, just dude wipes.
Oh.
No?
Dude wipes. You got to have dude wipes.
A little menthol back there. It's great.
Oh, it's great.
It's the best.
Fantastic little feeling.
It's a real pleasure, Brady.
What are you going to do? You need to use some toilet paper to light a fire? That stuff doesn't burn.
That's why you have both.
And a lighted fire. That's why I was
you don't even
I was
use a
trying to
lighter.
decide if I even need lighters, to be honest. I probably do from a survival standpoint, but I can't remember the last time I actually started fire on hunt. It's been a while. Been a long time.
Dude wipes, you like to pamper your ass.
I guess so. Yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah. Straight dude wipes. No toilet paper.
Just
How much toilet paper are you taking with
1
you?
ounce.
1 ounce?
Exactly 1 ounce.
How much does that equate to?
Don't know. 1 ounce. It's enough to get me by for a full hunt. It always has.
10 days?
10 days.
No way.
Yep.
There's no chance.
100%.
That's a horrible thought.
You got to have at least a roll.
Do you know how much 1 ounce is?
It's got to be more than a roll.
It's actually quite a bit.
Not enough to shit in the woods for 10 days. There's no way.
You take a full roll. So every week at home, you yourself go through a full roll of toilet paper, you're saying? In 10 days?
No, I don't.
So why
do I
need
I don't think I do.
So why do I need a full roll in the backcountry for 10 days?
Honestly.
I'm trying to think. I don't know if I don't think I do.
I rarely buy toilet paper.
Brady, now you've got me worried. I'm
He's-
concerned about
this guy.
My diet is dialed. My backcountry food is dialed.
1 ounce?
1
That doesn't
ounce.
sound like that much toilet
It's
paper.
actually quite a bit of
I'm
toilet
thinking
paper
of
when you
like
think about
maybe
it.
20 squares in an ounce.
No, it's not 20 squares.
1 square per go? Is that what you're thinking?
That is
What
horrible.
are you? Oh, Brady.
No, you 1 ounce.
I would like, I was going to say I'd like to revisit this when you get back, but I don't know if I do want to revisit
I
it.
need to visually verify how much 1 ounce is.
Me too.
All right.
That's what I need to do.
That's pretty wild.
This is what always equates to.
Optics.
I've always had leftover toilet paper.
That's crazy. Let's run through optics real quick.
Okay.
Optics 10x42 Leica Noctivids for me. Marsupial gear enclosed bino harness. Leica Range Master 2400 rangefinder with the compensation. Tether, long tether, short tether actually on it. And then an Outdoor Vision rangefinder pouch. Spotter, Swarovski ATS 65. MagView Digiscope adapter. Tripod. I love this thing, by the way.
Tricer.
The little Tricer.
Which one do you have?
I have the AD, which is the longer version, which I really like. I'm glad I went with that. And then the Tricer head, pan head. I do wish it had a little more bite on the left and right. Up and down's pretty good, but the left and right has not got enough bite in my opinion for a spotter.
Even more tension?
Even a 65, I would love more tension on that thing. But I do like it. It does well enough with that spotter. I can get by with it.
Yep.
That's it. I think. Yeah.
You're always packing a spotter elk hunting?
Yeah. I think I am. Just because I like the Digiscope. I like to size up a bull if I can glass it up. And I'm not always, but a lot of the time I am.
Digiscoping adapter?
Yeah, MagView. That's the one I've got right now. And then my iPhone 12, the old one. What about you, Optics Moose?
Optics Moose Zulu 6 16 by 42s, image stabilization binos.
Gotcha.
Marsupial enclosed bino pack. I have a Sig Kilo 8K rangefinder. I have the Tricer BC tripod.
Yep.
With the Tricer pan head, just like you do, but the smaller tripod. I'm toying around the idea of taking out the center column and putting the smaller center column on there because I really don't need it at all. And then for my spotter setup, I am borrowing Christopher Porter's, luckily, his 65 objective, and I'm putting my ATX on there and not taking the BTX because I just want, again, just a Digiscope. I'm out there and to be able to judge bulls because I have to, look at brow tines and look at width out there to really pick apart a bull.
I need one of these in my life.
Yeah, that thing's sweet.
Yeah. Are you taking it with you everywhere?
Not on the elk hunt.
No elk hunt.
So on the elk hunt, I have no spotter, no tripod, but I have the small marsupial harness with the Zulu 6 10x42s in it.
Yeah.
Hunting in the burns, image stabilization is. I cannot wait to use that in that burn image stabilization. Just picking animals apart. I do shake like a leaf, so that'll be nice. Loophole RX Full Draw 5 rangefinder. Yep. Angle compensation, all that. And then I have the marsupial gear rangefinder pouch, small, and then the small tether. Then I also have a marsupial zippered pouch, small, and that's where I keep my smoke wind indicator. And then I'll actually
your Marlboros.
Yeah, my Marlboros, exactly. And then I'll actually throw some. That's a lot of the times where I throw my elk reeds is in there as well.
Oh, I gotcha.
Do you remember the tip from the last time we talked? Throw your headlamp in there too.
Oh yeah, we did talk about that last time.
Yeah,
it was a good one.
It's a great place to.
But then it'd be harder to get your
reeds out.
My elk reeds out.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem.
This thing would be sick for elk hunting.
But then on the sheep hunt, I'm bringing that with the smaller tracer. I'm bringing that Swarovski ATC with the smaller tracer.
Every time I look at one of these, I fall in love. He's a little deeper.
Yeah, that's why I got it. Because I felt too much in love.
I mean, that thing is so compact.
I got to test that out last year when my mule deer hunts let me borrow one. I had to send it back, but it was a treat.
My Swaro 65, even this last weekend, a lot of times I was thinking, this thing is just, it's not so much, it's just bulk. It's smaller than an 80, or the bigger ones, but it's still bulky. Yeah. It still takes up a lot of room in a backpack. Mm-hmm. This thing is so compact.
It's like the size of a 16-ounce water bottle if you had the straight.
Yeah. Yeah, I love this thing. I need one bad. I think it's pretty badass.
It is. It's bright. And it's really nice too because it's actually really crystal clear at max power, which most spotting scopes, you always got to back them down a little bit.
Yeah, you
but
lose
edge to edge is still really great.
Is it a 56 objective or bigger?
I think it's 56.
56. They make this in a straight?
Yep.
That would be so nice in your backpack.
The only downside of that mini one is most angled tubes you can, loosen the side and twist the tube left or right.
Yeah.
You can't do that on that one.
I hardly ever do that on mine anyway.
Oh, I do that all the time.
Really? I never do.
Yeah.
It's just so nice, like the neck angle that just
comfort.
I was just thinking the size of it, it's so compact that if it was straight, it would fit really nice in a backpack. And then
you can almost fit it in a pants pocket, to be honest, if you're really running and gunning really quickly.
Sure. I really like that. That might be like my next save up.
The thing's awesome.
Get one of those. Yeah. Cool.
How many rangefinder batteries you guys packing?
Just one extra.
I'm just replacing mine at the first of every year, and I'm not packing any extra. Yeah.
Really?
Yep. I just replace it every year in August, and then that's it. I mean, I don't worry about it. You?
I pack 2.
Real 2 extra?
Yeah.
Damn.
Just to be careful.
Hey.
Never know.
Navy SEALs, 1 is none and 2 is 1.
Yeah, I just replaced.
They're so small and so lightweight, and so I cut weight in other places too. So it's one of those things where it's whatever. I rely on my rangefinder. It's some people will make fun of me for it, but it's I need my rangefinder to make a perfect one shot kill.
I feel like I gotta have 1 extra on me just in case.
You never know in temperatures or whatever drains your battery, or maybe you were traveling flying to Alaska and my little button was compressed the whole time. Who knows?
Yeah. No, I'm not doing it. I'm just
we didn't talk him into it.
I'm just replacing it one time at the first of the year. It's good to go. Anything else that you can think of as far as gear lists go? I mean, we've been going a long time, but do you want to talk about food real quick? I know that we always, when we do gear lists, we do podcasts on gear lists. I know people always think and we did a food one other time, but do you want to, I'm curious as to you, because you said you are going stoveless.
Yeah.
I would like to know what you are going to eat in a day.
Okay. It's a little deep though because of the reasoning behind it. So I have eaten macros for a really long time, right? You guys have known that about me. I eat the same food, same time every day. I switch it up a little bit so my body doesn't get too used to a certain food, but I always keep the macros the same. What I'm coming off of, right now in the office on an everyday thing, is 2,800 calories. Mm-hmm. And then 50% of those calories are coming from protein. So it's 350 grams of protein. That's 1.5 ounces per pound of body. Or sorry, one.
Wait, how many grams of protein?
350.
In a day?
In a day.
How?
It's very easy. So for me, that's
350 grams.
That's 1.5 grams of protein for every 1 pound of body weight.
That's a lot.
I mean,
sounds like a lot.
Recommended is 1 pound per pound of body, 1 gram per pound of body weight. That's recommended. I do 1.5 to get a little extra. I like high protein diet. Does really well for my body, keeping weight down, which I can gain weight very easily if I wanted to. That's why I keep my carbs at 30%, which is 210 grams of carbs, and my fat 20%, which is 62 grams. So that's what I eat on a daily basis right now. That's what my body's used to. Now, protein is hard on your digestive system, or harder. A lot of thermogenic response to your body actually heats up quite a bit and burns a lot of energy trying to burn that protein. It's a lot harder to break down than the other food categories. So I brought that down to 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. Right now I'm right around 230. So I'm 6'1", 230. That's what I'm at, and that's where all my macros are built off of. So I'm bringing that down to 238 grams of protein on 3,895 calories.
Almost 4,000 calories.
Almost 4,000 calories. So I've restructured my macros.
Do you think you'll gain weight or lose weight still?
I'll lose weight for sure.
Okay.
Like no question, lose weight.
Gotcha.
And so I've restructured my macros to almost flip. I was doing 50% protein. I'm going to do 25% protein based on the amount of calories. And then I'm going to do 38% carbs, that energy level, keep that like quick energy level high. So it's 374 grams. And then I'm doing 40% fat. The fat is really nice on your digestive system, really good on cognitive function, really good on recovery. Fats are essential, so I bumped those up to 177 grams. So 40% of my calories are coming from fats. And so I've kind of restructured just knowing what my body likes. I'm not going to cut my protein any less than 1 gram per pound of body weight. Just muscle function and muscle recovery. I want to keep it at that. So that's what I change it into is those breakdowns off of 3,895 calories. So
what are you actually eating?
So I'm waking up and I'm going to eat a Green Belly spiced caramel apple bars, the full pack.
The full bag.
Full bag. 665 calories.
Delicious.
18 grams of protein, 90 grams of carbs, and 29 grams of fat. That's like a perfect start for me. It's high carb, muscle glycogen, be restored. If I was depleted, which I highly doubt it based on what my dinner is going to be, but just in case, restore all that muscle glycogen, nice fat content, protein, just to get ready for the morning. Then a snack, Fit Crunch peanut butter jelly flavor, and then carnivore snacks. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of carnivore snacks, but it's essentially like really prime cut of meats, just dehydrated in sodium. So it's not like straight beef jerky. I don't know how else to explain it. I wish I
crunchy.
No, not real crunchy.
Like consistency of beef jerky.
Better.
Yeah,
like more normal texture. And what I really like about that is the sodium content in it. Like I said, I was telling you guys before in an earlier podcast, 1,200 milligrams of sodium for every 1 hour of sweating active work. So I can get a lot of sodium in from this, which is what I really like, is the sodium content in it. But a half a bag of carnivore snacks of the chicken. So a half bag of chicken is 325 calories.
Where do you buy those?
Online only.
Okay.
They're direct to consumer only carnivore snacks. Really good. Highly suggest. So it's 325 calories, 57.5 grams of protein. So that's kind of my big shot of protein for the day. 0 carb and 7.5 grams of fat. But my Fit Crunch bar has 27 grams of carbs. So in that meal, I'm going to have 87 grams of protein, 27 grams of carbs, and 23.5 grams of fat. So that's a nice little, midday snack. And then lunch, sorry if this is really long. You guys tell me to shut the hell up, but
this is good stuff.
You told me you were interested.
I am. So this is the gold.
So I'm breaking this down for you.
This is the...
So lunch, so Mission Tortillas, they make a carb balance. And I'm already pretty heavy on carbs. So to fit my macros, to fit that carb range that I wanted, I actually went with a little more carb balanced option as a tortilla and didn't just go for the full flour, heavy carb, right? Because I don't want my body bogged down. Carbs will kind of give you that like midday sleep kind of bogged down if you eat too much of it. But you also want to keep the muscle glycogen stored up as I'm planning on being super active chasing elk all day. So I do want to keep replenishing just at a healthy rate. So I'm eating 2 of those, which is only 38 grams of carbs and 2 tortillas.
Just eating them straight?
Just eating them straight. Well, with Justin's maple peanut butter, which I love. I love the maple. And then also there's a company called Wicked Cuts Bacon Jerky. So it's bacon consistency. So it's essentially a peanut butter honey bacon sandwich, which I love. And that's kind of you got to eat foods in the backcountry that you look forward to eating, so you can actually eat them, right? So you don't get behind on calories and any of that stuff. And then Cheese Whiz aged cheddar. You showed me those.
Yeah, delicious.
And they fit macros perfectly for me. And then for dessert, a Bobo's coconut bar, which are
I love those.
So good.
Yeah.
Those things, I know I'm going to crush lunch every single day, no matter what, no matter how much I don't want to eat.
To that point, I probably threw away 20 Lara bars over the weekend just because I was
They're just not good.
I'm like, I don't eat them. I don't like them.
And you got it.
I've gone back to liking them again.
I buy them and don't like them.
Oh, I think they're disgusting.
I leave them at the bottom of my food bag, and I don't end up eating them, and then they expire, and I throw them away.
And I'm a huge proponent of taking foods you look forward to eating so you actually eat them, right? You don't fall behind the curve, because once you fall behind the curve, it just magnifies each day that you continue to fall behind. So that lunch meal is 960 calories, 37 grams of protein, 112 grams of carbs, and 54 grams of fat. It's another very well, hopefully that's a hard push chasing elk all morning, and this is more of a recovery meal.
Have you tried this for a day just to see what it's like?
I'm going to on Thursday.
Okay, good deal.
But I know how my body functions on macros.
Sure.
And I know what my body likes, so I know I'm going to feel good.
You're within it.
But I want to know on Thursday I'm going to do this. I want to know that I actually like eating it in this order. I might switch it up or something, but the order I'm saying. And then afternoon snack, Fit Crunch milk and cookies. Flavor.
Love that.
Fantastic bar. And then a bag of Fritos.
Love that.
And why I love Fritos is there ain't shit in Fritos other than corn and salt. Yeah. That's all it is. And it's like, as far as chips go, and that's another sodium content for me, another source of sodium content for me. That's as healthy as it gets as far as a chip goes, just corn, salt. So that is 550 calories, 32 grams of protein, 45 grams of carbs, and 28 grams of fat. Just a quick little 500 calorie snack. And then dinner is a green belly bar, mango, cashew, coconut. I love mangoes, I love cashews, and I love coconuts. So that's a good dinner for me. And then carnivore snacks, half a bison bag, which is 350 calories again. But that meal right there. So nighttime is a big meal for me. Sleep cycle for 1, and then recovery for 2, and then muscle glycogen restoring 3. Like those are my, that's what I'm chasing at that night meal. So my night meal is 1,015 calories. It's my highest calorie dense meal. That should help with sleep cycle. That should help with recovery. That should help with just restorative muscle, everything like that. 63.5 grams of protein. That's that muscle restoring. 100 grams of carbs. That's that glycogen restoring. Then 42.5 grams of fat. And that's just overall health for sleep cycle, cognitive function the next morning, recovery.
Any drink mixes, any supplements?
So I will supplement as well. But supplements and food are very different. So supplementation is good, but it is not as good as a whole food, and it never will be. Taking a supplement, everyone should do it for sure, but it is not as good as eating a food itself that supplies that nutrient to begin with. But I'll take 2 Apex Conquers for energy and focus and, getting into the moment, whatever it is, that's just kind of a little shot in the arm. And then I'll take 2 Apex Quench, which are honestly a little light in sodium content, but I don't mind it because I've found a lot of sodium content through food, which is better. It's more bioavailable through a whole food than it is just through, a pill or a supplement or a drink mix, anything like that. So I'm not worried about it. It actually fits my sodium content for the day very well. And then 2 recoveries, which has the Apex recoveries. They have Vita Cherry in it. It's like you guys maybe heard of tart cherry, anything like that. Vita Cherry, it's what a lot of athletes take, and it helps really well with flushing lactic acid. So if I am going to be sore the next morning, maybe it was a hard day, a lot of vertical, maybe we packed out a bowl, whatever it was. Anything that will create a ton of lactic acid, that muscle lactic acid, that'll help flush all of it. So I'll drink 2 of those a night just to stay ahead of the curve. And then, the sodium content is more coming through food than it is through supplement.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. I think it's amazing. It's pretty incredible that you're down to that detail.
Well, I had some time. I was laid up for a while. So I don't want to waste the time. So I'm like, you know what? I've always wanted to dial in backcountry macros, and I've never done it. I've always just kind of dealt with it and then ended up being stuck behind a tree because I didn't want to deal with it and just took shit that sounded good.
I'd be interested on the backside to see how it went. How you felt about it, the whole experience, just both in how you felt, how you performed, and then just.
I can eat the same bland food every day and it does not bother me. Now on a Sunday, do I like going to get pancakes and peanut butter with my son and have a little Sunday? Of course. Like, who doesn't like doing that? Maybe Brady, but when you have a kid, you'll understand. It's like, it's fun to break up the monotony of, a week and being strict and the whole thing. But like, I can tell you right now on like 100% face value, I will not have an issue eating this. and I know I'll feel good.
Gotcha.
I might switch up some of it other than the dinner, just keeping my highest contents at dinner.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
I like it.
Can I request one thing?
Yeah.
I think it'd be really sweet because I'm sure a lot of people like myself would just love to look at this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Could we lay out all your food when you guys do your gear list video? Lay out all your food, take a picture of it, clean up your little Excel sheet here with all your macro breakdown, and share the picture of your food. Share a picture of the macro breakdown as the second photo on the carousel, and maybe post that to GOHUNT Instagram.
Yeah, that's easy.
I think it'd be really cool for people to see it, and then
really easy.
Have some comments on it, and people can give you thoughts. And
I always kind of like I would do backcountry macros before, but I just kind of wing it more so. Like I would just kind of quick math it, and I didn't really put it all together in meals and like how I want the meals to fall with the calorie contents, all that. And I finally took the downtime to do it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
and we talked about it before, but you can also enter in all that stuff in MyFitnessPal.
yeah, it makes it a lot easier.
Makes a lot. Yeah, so you can see it really easily and manipulate it quickly.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say different on food? I'm not going to get into mine because mine.
I mean, he nailed it.
He nailed it. I mean, what do you say?
Nailed a lot of good stuff.
Mine's
always the same. Yours
Don't let me
always the
take
same.
all the.
No, I
all
think
the
you're
time.
spot on. I think it's awesome. I mean, mine's basic. I've done the same shit year in, year out. I mean, it's a peak refuel, Mountain House for dinner, lunch, salami, cheese, tortilla.
You have no clue calorie count, anything?
I don't know, 3,000, somewhere in that neighborhood. I have no idea. Proteins, fats, none of that. I could probably tell you total calories, kind of where I'm at. Almonds, Fritos, Snickers bar. That's it. Fruit bar, Pro bars. Energy chews. It's your basic backcountry meal.
Basic white chick.
Basic. Yep. basic. Yep.
Do
Stinger.
you know what your weight is per day?
Yeah.
2 pounds. Right at 2 pounds.
Oh, you said 2 pounds. Okay.
Yeah, right at 2 pounds.
2 pounds per day.
Yeah.
And that's really what I was trying to get to 4,000 at 2 pounds, and I got to 38.95 at right at 2 pounds.
Yep.
Solid.
On the macros I wanted. That's the other kind of game I was having to play in, though, is like, I definitely could add a lighter food with different nutrient contents, different macro contents that would get me there, but I'd rather have the right contents and be 105 calories short.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't think we'll get into our weapons because we get down rabbit holes. But
That'll be a big rabbit hole.
Yeah, big rabbit hole. But we're shooting a weapon.
Yep.
Matthews bows, Browning rifles.
Yep.
Pretty. You can look those up. I'm sure I've done videos on it.
Yeah.
I know everybody has. But anything else you guys want to say about gear, equipment? I feel that was a good breakdown. It's extensive. That's a long one, obviously.
That was a long one. Sorry about all the numbers.
No, I think it was
numbers
awesome.
are good.
I think it was fantastic.
One
I think
thing.
it's really good. Yeah.
Talk about that little thing right next to your computer.
Oh, cow.
The thing we get the most questions on every time we do a hunt film.
Yeah. Okay. This is and I'll give you the logic in it, right?
Yeah.
So this little contraption you see is a total peep hip quiver. It almost looks like it's 3D printed. I don't know if it is or isn't, but it essentially feels like it, looks like it. So just you feed your belt through it. It has a tight spot receiver, dovetail receiver. I just have it bolted to it. When you buy this thing, it'll actually come with a knob that you can rotate the angles of it, and you can just bolt this directly to that, which will allow you to rotate it. I just didn't want mine to rotate it. I got it in an angle I liked, and I just bolted it directly to it. Your quiver has the receiver, so tight spot 5-arrow quiver slips over the top of it, so you can just dovetail that on and off, take it on and off. Rationale behind it, I don't like a quiver mounted to my bow. I just don't like the way it shoots. It's heavy. I don't like the wind blowing through all my veins and just kind of blowing my bow around. So for me, this is the best case scenario. So I just carry that on my belt. Again, that's a total peep hip quiver with a tight spot 5-arrow quiver attachment.
Yeah, and you could also double that up and put the another dovetail, purchase 2 of them.
Yep.
And put one dovetail on your bow and then swap back and forth throughout the hunt if you wanted to.
Yep. I've had people ask me any downfalls to this situation. I feel like it's as quick to load and arrow because it's right next to your hip. No big deal. The only downfalls I can see are if you don't get that between the right D loops. It can like dig into your hip if you're wearing your pack over the top of it. So you just kind of have to be careful and make it sure it's situated so it's comfortable on your hip belt. The only other issue I've had, and I could show you right now, I got my quiver right over there, is if you forget to take your quiver off and you sit down into a hillside, so you're on the slant, you sit down into the hill, you're going to put your nocks into the dirt. So I've got one arrow with one nock that's bent. So you got to be aware of that. You got to take your quiver off before you sit down into a hill. But other than that, everything about it I really like.
Yeah.
And that's, I mean, we've had more questions about that than anything else. I think
Yeah,
we launched a hunt film. Everybody was like, cool film, but what's that hip quiver thing you're wearing?
I even asked you that.
Yeah. Total peep hip quiver.
Yeah. When Neville and I went on an archery antelope hunt, what was it, 2-3 years ago, we were rocking those. And I'll even say too, like sitting in a truck when you're running and gunning all the time, like having that on, like you really don't notice it's there. Yeah, I might have to grab it and move it when I'm sitting in the pickup, but I can easily have it on the whole time.
Yep. I almost forgot. Good thing you asked, so people would know. So you can stop DMing. You can. No, I'm just kidding. You can ask, but yeah, total peep hip quiver.
Yep.
Anything else? We good? That was a long one, but that was good. I felt like it's a good kickoff.
How long was that one?
We're at 2:23 right now.
We killed it.
A long one.
Yeah, that was a lot of good intel, and I think it's a perfect time too because we're all looking at our gear. Like I said, we even thought of some things on here that we can maybe add, fine tune.
You gotta have a gear list.
Gotta.
Yeah, I saw somewhere today John Barclay put out a gear list for an archery elk hunt, and somebody else had reposted it and said there's gear lists and there's John Barclay gear lists. I kind of feel like this podcast tucked into that same vein.
Yeah.
It was good. It was extensive.
Yep.
We even could have gone deeper, but I felt like we hit the high points for everything, and hopefully everybody learned something. I know I did.
Yeah, keep a gear list for every hunt.
Yep.
That way you can learn what you use, what you didn't use, and fine tune it over the course of the years, different seasons, different weather. Write everything down. Don't forget anything.
And go kill stuff.
It's the best part.
That'll be it.
Yeah.
All this
That's what we're all trying to do.
All this to go kill stuff. So go do it. Thanks.
All right. See you guys later.
Appreciate it.